Played a big part of it. The Bulldogs got that 100-yard kickoff return from Sean Stevens against Davenport to start the second half. Really changed the outcome of that game.
Yeah, Davenport was feeling pretty good at halftime, and they were coming out. You have to think they were coming out with a lot of confidence in the second half, and then Sean Stevens said, I don't think so. And he had that big return to really just change the momentum of the game literally in the blink of an eye. And so that was a huge turnaround right there. And then it was pretty much all Bulldogs from there.
Ferris State and Wayne State this afternoon here at GLIAC football play as the Bulldogs wearing the black jerseys with the red pants, the red numerals, and the gold trim. It'll be Wayne State in the white with the green numerals, the green pants, and the green helmets here this afternoon. So looks like the Warriors will get the football first here as they will put their return unit back on the north end here at Top Tiger Field. The Bulldogs will kick off from the south. One of the few games this year where really the flag not moving at all. No wind here, and the weather not too bad here for the second week of November as we were out in the parking lot for the tailgate show. So should be a nice afternoon here for college football.
Yeah, it was warm. It was like a month ago temperatures. It was like maybe early October temperatures out there at times, depending on what the wind was doing. And so really great weather here. Again, we've talked about it before. Can't ask for much better weather than this time of the year.
Kendall Williams and Avion Warren, the two back deep, I believe, here for Wayne State University as Mitch Middleton will put the ball on the tee here for the Bulldogs. Ferris State kicking off from right to left as we look down at the field here from the third floor of the Wheeler Pavilion. Final home game, at least in the regular season here for the Bulldogs, as Middleton tees it up and we are underway. This one's going to be fielded by Warren, it looks like, from back inside the 10. Middle return here. He finds a hole, but brought down quickly here by the Bulldogs. Good coverage downfield right at the 29-yard line here for Ferris State. Brennan Schwartz, I believe, in on route across the middle for the slot receiver, Jeff Knight. Good for about 6 yards here. We'll set up second and call it 4 yards to go here for the Warriors out at the 36-yard line. So Wayne State here offensively with Eli McLean getting the start at quarterback in place of Justin Cox. So they go with McLean, the veteran, here for the Warriors. He's got a man behind him in Warren who shifts back to the right side. Two receivers left. They run the sweep here to the near side and good for a yard or two. Set up third and about 2 or 3 yards coming up here for the Warriors.
So Wayne State productive on first down. We got an early injury here, and this is not good at all for Wayne State.
That is McLean, their quarterback here, injured on the play. So looks like they may have to change quarterbacks here. With the early injury, he's down, maybe holding a knee here, so hopefully nothing serious here with less than a minute gone by here at Top Tiger Field in the final game here of the regular season.
Yeah, he's clutching his knee, a thing that Wayne State wanted to see.
We'll see who comes on at quarterback here for the Warriors if he is not able to go here this afternoon. Ferris State defensively trying to get off the field here as the Bulldogs look to get off the field here this afternoon here on this opening series.
So we'll see what happens here. The Wayne State training staff here taking a long look, and looks like he is up and on his feet and trying to walk it off right there, and actually now getting a little bit of a hand, but largely walking on his legs mostly under his own power. So hopefully that's a good sign for him, and Wayne State will be able to get him back at some point in this game, but some point won't be on this drive here, or at least won't be on this snap, because he'll have to come out and they'll have to go to a little bit deeper on the depth chart here at quarterback.
So the Warriors will come up here. It'll be third down and call it 2 or 3 yards to go here for Wayne State as they make the change at quarterback, and Jaden Waddell will come on here at quarterback here for WSU. Option pitch here to the near side. They got a lot of real estate to go. Warren with it into Bulldog territory as they had the numbers advantage back to the right side, and he gets it to the Ferris State 45.
Yeah, Bulldogs pinched inside pretty hard, and they ran that option, kind of a slow developing option, a little bit of an early pitch, and there was so much room there on the outside, the way the Bulldogs pinched inside and not able to keep outside contained.
First down and 10 here for Wayne State as the Warriors have it on the right side hash. Working against the four-man Ferris State front. Hall and Deron Irving Bay back to the near side here for Ferris State as they send a man in motion. Waddell in the gun here for the Warriors. Quarterback run game here on the draw, and Major Detman tackles him down. No gain on the play here. On a play that looked like he might have a chance to get some yardage.
Yeah, he made a little bit of a late cutback, maybe trying to get a few more, but Bulldogs so fast defensively. It's one of those things where you got to take whatever yards you can get, and trying to make something extra happen can sometimes lead to disaster. Not quite disaster there, but certainly not maximizing the opportunity.
Sefa Sapaya getting the start here at middle linebacker here again this afternoon here for Ferris State, as the Warriors have it 2nd down and 10. Waddell to throw, and this one going to be complete. Hauled in for a 5-yard gain here on the near side, as catch was made here for the Warriors by Miles McCatherine, who was able to come up with the ball on the short route.
Yeah, Bulldogs giving up that underneath pass there a little bit. Smart play by Wayne State to take what was there, and that was that underneath.
Another 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Warriors. 12:29 to go in the first quarter. They have it at the Ferris State 40-yard line here on the opening series of this contest. Play clock at 12 seconds here for the Warriors, as Waddell will send a man back in motion here to the right side. Clock winding down to 6 seconds here for Wayne State. Off the right side hash. He fakes the give, back to throw, rolls out left side. Shaderick Bradford in pursuit. Major Dedman trying to track him down, but it's going to be a first down here for the Warriors. Ran out of bounds here at the 34-yard line. They've done a nice job getting to the outside here a couple times against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you bring a new quarterback in, and he gives you a little bit of a different dimension. So now the Bulldogs are having to adjust to a new quarterback here, and he has shown some good ability. Ran the option to the near side pretty well, got the pitch out, and allowed for some extra yards right there. And this time just getting outside, pretty decent speed to get to the edge before the Bulldogs finally ran him out of bounds after first down.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Warriors at the Ferris State 34 officially here on the spot. They'll send a man in motion. Waddell going to give it off to the fullback up the middle here, and piling forward here for almost another 5 yards here is Jeremiah Sterling Jr., the big, powerful back here in the backfield for Wayne State.
Bulldogs continue to make some substitutions along that defensive line. Jake Plamondon checking back into the game in the middle.
So Ferris State rotating some guys here, trying to keep some guys fresh here defensively. In the early going, 11:07 to go. The Warriors on the move here, 2nd and 5 from the Bulldog 30. Off the left side hash. Wayne State sends a man in motion. It'll be Waddell on the keeper to the left side. Has another big hole here. He turns back inside, and he gets it all the way down to the 12-yard line. They're going to spot him now at the 10 here after the extra yardage here at the end of the play.
Yeah, design quarterback run. Very Bulldog-like play. Is he just a little bit of a step back right there, and then it was just off to the races right there. Kind of a light little fake to the back, and he was off to the races there on that, off the left side of that Wayne State offensive line.
The Warriors have surprised Ferris State here defensively, at least early on after that injury to McLean, the quarterback. Waddell came on and made a couple nice plays here for the Warriors on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, he's done it more with his feet so far, but we'll see. This is where things tighten up inside the red zone.
Graduate senior quarterback here as they keep it on the ground right up the middle here. It'll be Sterling again down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. So 2nd down coming up here for Wayne State. It'll be 2nd and goal here as they cannot pick up a first down here on this series.
Bulldogs get a couple of fresh tackles back into the game. Deron Irving Bay, Victor Nelson back into the game.
Ferris State on the back half with Leno Smith and looks like Justin Payout in the defensive secondary. Tariq Brett and Sean Stevens get the start here on the corners this afternoon for Ferris State. The Warriors have it 2nd and goal from the 8. Here as they work off the left side hash, trying to find Pater here early on. Waddell on the keeper to the left side, has a lot of room to run. Sean Stevens lowered his shoulder, brought him down, but not until he got to about the 4-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and goal coming up here for the Warriors.
Yeah, Bulldogs are getting a little wise to that play. He almost got out there, but this time the Bulldogs had a couple of guys, I think, spying him there just a little bit there. Good job there by Sean Stevens getting off the block to come in and make the tackle.
Bulldog fans trying to get into it here on 3rd down. 9:06 to go here in the first quarter as Wayne State on the move here on this first series, looking to take the early score here against Ferris State. It'll be Waddell in the gun here for the Warriors with Sterling on the left side of him here in the offensive backfield. From the 4-yard line, Waddell looking for the corner route. And that one incomplete. Good coverage by Stevens. And now decision time here for the Warriors.
I thought maybe they were going to think 4-down territory, but they feel pretty good about the way that they were able to get down this deep into Bulldog territory. So they're going to go for some points here. They're going to try to get an early lead on this Bulldog team.
Griffin Milovanovsky comes on here for the field goal try, one of the top kickers in the country here for Wayne State. He's one of their leaders, listed as a team captain here, and has been around this program here for several years. Fourth down field goal try on the way, and it's up and good. Wayne State strikes first and takes a 3-0 lead here on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's got a big leg, so they would have had some range with him, even if they had not been able to push the ball that deep into Bulldog territory. So good start here by Wayne State as they were able to get some points on the board on their first possession.
Ferris State football coverage presented by the Holiday Inn. Thanks goes out to Fox Motors, Meyer, along with Venlo and Remax, in addition to Three Girls Bakery, all proud sponsors here of Ferris State. Athletics action, regular season finale here for the Bulldogs, and right now trailing Wayne State 3-0 after an impressive drive for Wayne State. The Warriors have kind of struggled at times this season. They've had a couple nice wins, but have had some other games where the score's kind of gotten out of hand a little bit against them.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying not to do, and so they able to get some points on the board here early. I think that's got to be at least a little bit of a confidence lift for this Wayne State team. Is now they're going to see the real test, can they slow down this Bulldog offense? And this Bulldog offense, when they get going, they are a juggernaut moving the ball down the field. So good start here by Wayne State offensively. Now they got to see what they can do defensively.
So Ferris State back deep. It'll be Sean Stevens and C.J. Jefferson here for the Ferris State Bulldogs, standing back inside their own 5-yard line here on the return. As the kick comes here from the Warriors, going to be fielded by Stevens here from the 4-yard line here for the Bulldogs. Ferris State trying to find a hole. Stevens finds a hole. Here to the outside. He's got a chance to take this one to the house again. 2 men to beat. Down the sideline and ran out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, but we do have a flag all the way back at the 35.
Yeah, he was trying to light it up again, but this one is, I believe, coming back.
So I did not see that flag until the very end of it. Came after he got past the 35-yard line here on the Ferris State half, so somewhere thrown behind the play, and that'll negate what was another electric return here from Sean Stevens, and the Bulldogs may have found a big return man here at the end of the season.
The electrifying Sean Stevens, he is looking like a weapon back there. He's going to get to a point here where teams are going to just say, you know what, we can't mess with this guy too much, and there's a little bit of a hole there. Not a whole lot, but that's sometimes the way they call it.
So the Bulldogs will start at their own 25. Still not bad field position here for Ferris State. Trips to the right side here for the Bulldogs as Malik Mitchell gets the start at quarterback here for Ferris State. Bulldogs fake the give. Mitchell steps up in the pocket, delivers the ball across the middle, and hooks up with Tyrese Hunt-Thompson. He turns upfield.
Nice.
Down the sideline. Hunt-Thompson to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job there by the Bulldogs. They, just hit right up the middle there, and then he was just off to the races there. Got a good block there downfield, and that allowed him to kind of get his speed back going again. And once Tyrese Hunt-Thompson gets going, not too many people are going to catch him.
Ferris State jumps on the board here early. First offensive play as Hunt-Thompson gets a block downfield, kind of spun out of the tackle. Bulldogs did a nice job of not getting the illegal block right there in the receiving game.
Did a good job of getting in front of the two Wayne State players. Smart play.
Eddie Jewett on for the point after. It's on the way, and it's up and good, and the Bulldogs take a 7-3 lead here over the Warriors.
Well, that escalated quickly. I mean, the Bulldogs down to 3-0, and then all of a sudden they get the ball back. Looked like they were going to get a huge return. Penalty brings it back, but Malik Mitchell and Tyrese Hunt-Thompson say no problem. Hit a little pass over the middle and a nice block downfield, and Tyrese off to the races.
8:17 to go here in the opening quarter of action. Ferris State leads it 7-3 after a big offensive answer here from the Ferris State Bulldogs. Bulldogs, of course, playing for a chance to move on in postseason play of the NCAA Division II playoffs. The selection show will be announced tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at ncaa.com. We'll have updates for you as well, of course, on social media tomorrow night and FerrisStateBulldogs.com, provided the Bulldogs are able to get that berth into the playoff field.
It's going to be a lot going on here, but the Bulldogs have to take care of business here today. And so far, at the 8:17 mark of the first quarter, the Bulldogs have done pretty well. They've had the better of it so far. Quick strike Bulldog offense. Might not bode well for time of possession, but the Bulldogs look good on the scoreboard right now.
Ferris State to kick it away here as the Bulldogs have the early advantage here on the Warriors, able to answer that Wayne State field goal. So the kick from Middleton here going to be driven deep. Warren back near his own goal line. He's going to come out with it here for Wayne State. And the Bulldogs, great coverage downfield as well. They're going to hold the Warriors back inside the 10.
Yeah, he juggled the ball there, almost muffed it as that was, Rob, almost a perfect kickoff there. Drove it. It was high and deep, just back into the end zone, about a yard deep into the end zone, maybe 2 yards deep into the end zone. Lost the ball, able to recover it right there, but he was in huge trouble at that point.
Zach Ahern, the first man down there for Ferris State, as the Rockford product makes the stop for the Bulldogs. And Wayne State will start officially here at its own 10, as Waddell will stay on at quarterback here for the Warriors. So Wayne State off the right side hash here with 8:12 to play in the first quarter. Waddell with a man behind him here in the offensive backfield. And they're going to try to get some space off the running game here. And good for about 3 or 4 yards here on the give up the middle.
Yeah, just a little bit of a safe play right there. You got a quarterback. He does have one drive here, most of one drive under his belt there. And trying to test him a little bit up the middle to try to keep the Bulldogs honest with the running game.
That Ferris State drive, one play, 75 yards. It was Mitchell to Hunt Thompson in a 12-second series for the Ferris State Bulldogs.
Like I said, won't look good on time of possession, but all that matters really is the end result. And the end result, 7 points quickly by the Bulldogs.
So Wayne State second and call it 6 yards to go here for the Warriors from the 14. As Waddell works out of the shotgun set here for the Warriors. Quarterback run here off the left side, and the Bulldogs drag him down, but very close to a first down. He may have it here right out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good job. He had a good forward lean right there by the time Cephas Sapaya was right there, among others, there to greet him with the tackle. But it looks like he got enough for the first down, so the chains move.
As you would expect with a guy leading your team in Tyrone Wheatley, former standout running back from Michigan. They're really focused here on the running game early against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they know that they're going to have to establish the run to really try to get anything in the passing game. 4-receiver set right here. So
four down linemen as well here for Ferris State as the Warriors will look back over to the sideline. Play clock winding down to 7 seconds as Waddell's going to have to speed it up here for the Warriors. Trips to the right side here in the offensive set. Back to throw. Looking across the middle and hauled in. Nice catch
what
made.
A grab.
Caught here for a first down at the 31-yard line as the catch was made by Max Nicklin, the receiver coming from the outside in.
Yeah, that pass was high and hot. He was able to go in and bring that one down. Sean Stevens right on his back like a cake.
So Waddell stays on at quarterback here as they change some more personnel. Here Waddell, graduate senior, started his career at Davidson out of Union Mills, North Carolina, here leading the controls here, a veteran first quarter of this contest. As the Warriors line up here off the left side hash, twins to both sides here for WSU. They send a man around in motion, and they're going to run the option here to the near side, and Waddell sneaks it back forward here for a couple yards as the Bulldogs had it well scouted defensively to the outside.
Yeah, far side linesman was trying to give him a couple extra yards, but the near side linesman had it spotted pretty well here as Wayne State quickly back to the line of scrimmage here. Big third down here for the Warriors. They need a conversion. The quick strike Bulldog offense, they don't want to give it back to them this quick.
Trips right side here for Wayne State. One man to the left as the Bulldogs showing blitz from the outside here at 3rd and 8. Ball at the 33-yard line here for the Warriors. Waddell taking his time again here as the clock winding down to 6 seconds here for Wayne State. 3rd and long here for the Warriors as they take the snap. The Bulldogs come on the blitz. Screen pass to the outside, and Ferris State able to track it down as Warren could not get to the sticks. Going to be stopped at the 38-yard line. Going to be a couple yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, Wayne State felt the blitz coming right there. Brennan Schwartz right there with the linebacker blitz. He came in clean. They know they had to hit the hot receiver pretty quick. Good job by Cephas Sapaya to run him down short of the first down.
So the Bulldog defense gets off the field here as Brady Rose will come on to receive here for Ferris State. Bulldogs get the stop defensively as Max Fisher will come on to punt it away here for Wayne State. The Bulldogs with 10 right at the line of scrimmage. They'll only send a couple here, though. They're going to play the return as Rose will field it back at the 26-yard line. Bobbled it off his shoulder pads, but able to pick it back up and was wrestled down quickly right at the 25-yard line.
Good composure there by Brady to hit. I think you're right. I think he hit off of his shoulder pad, kind of bounced up, but good job there by Brady to kind of maintain his composure and be able to get control of the ball. Those guys are coming down there at full speed, so great job there by Brady because he took a hit right after he got control back of the ball.
Ferris State offensive line will come back out here for the Bulldogs It's Travis Miracle at left tackle. The left guard is Lawrence Hattar here for Ferris State. Brendan Bankston, the right guard. Jarvis Wyndham, the center. And Bryce George at right tackle here for Ferris State. Bulldogs will send a man out in motion in Markel King. Mitchell in the gun. Avoids the sack here on the move for Ferris State. Dumps it off here short for the Bulldogs. And good for a first down as he finds Tyrese Hunt-Thompson again here out across the 40.
Yeah, sometimes you make something out of nothing right there. And Malik Mitchell almost sacked early in that play, but able to escape, shake free, and was, I think, composed enough to let the play develop, and he was able to hit his receiver downfield.
First down out to the 45-yard line here for the Bulldogs as Mitchell works out of the tight set here for the Bulldogs with King to his left. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the backside. He avoids the sack again the first time, but not the second time. Going to be dropped back at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, just too many bodies right there as Malik little slow getting up, and he still has not gotten up.
So we'll wait and see. We hope he's going to be all right here. Senior day for the Bulldog veteran quarterback. And Ferris State may have to make a change here early on as Mitchell being looked at here by the Ferris State medical team. A little slow to get up, but appears to be okay here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he is back up, so that's a good sign right there. Hopefully nothing too serious and just taking a little bit of extra time there to get himself back up, but looks like he is probably going to be okay.
3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Ferris State leads it 7-3. GLIAC football action live right here on Flow Sports and, of course, on Sunny 97.3 as Carson Golker will come on at quarterback now here for the Bulldogs. Ferris State in the black uniforms with the red pants here this afternoon for this senior day contest. Golker in the gun off the left side hash with twins to both sides here for Ferris State. Bulldogs will send C.J. Jefferson around. They run the option. Late pitch here, but Jefferson hauls it in. Turns upfield here, breaks the first tackle, and Jefferson gets about 5 yards here out to the 46-yard line.
That was a tough pitch right there. Great job by C.J. to turn the hips and be able to get that pitch clean, A, and then B, be able to make something out of it to get the sack yardage back and some.
So Ferris State a first down here out to the 46. Not first down here, but it'll be third down after the positive gain here for the Bulldogs. So 3rd and 9 coming up here from the 46. Trips left side here for Golker. Empty backfield here in the 5-receiver set. Play clock at 10 here as Carson checks with his line. Man in motion is Jefferson to the short side. Golker stands in the pocket, delivers the ball on a strike to Hunt-Thompson and into Wayne State territory all the way down to the 30-yard line. Move the chains here as Hunt-Thompson has been the go-to guy here early on.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Tyrese Hunt-Thompson looking good right now, and he's got a matchup that the Bulldogs like, and he is feasting right now.
So Ferris State on the move again here as Golker connects on his first pass of the afternoon. Rose in the slot to the near side. It'll be a design run. Golker here off the right side. Gets a couple blocks on the outside. He's got the first down and out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, design run right there. Good blocking on the outside as Carson Golker able to get the speed going there a little bit as he got to the outside and upfield.
So Golker here with King to his left side here. First down and 10 from the 15 here for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will give it off to Markel King. He avoids the tackle, spins outside, spins forward, and still juking his way here for some good yardage. Gets it all the way down to the 12. Ultimately, an impressive 3 or 4 yard gain right there for the Bulldogs.
I tell you what, that's one of the best 3-yard runs I think I've ever seen. I mean, that was a fantastic run right there. He ran a lot. He ran about 20 yards to get 3.
So Wayne State going to take time out here with 91 seconds left here in the first quarter, trailing 7-3 with the Bulldogs inside the 15-yard line here as we watch the replay on Flow Sports. King avoids the first tackle, somehow avoids the second tackle, avoids the third tackle. 3 or 4 tackles he was able to break right there, and ultimately a 3 or 4 yard game for the Bulldogs.
That was the exciting 3-yard run right there by Markel King. I tell you what, another guy that can be explosive and can be exciting player to watch is when he's on his game, he is very, very difficult to handle.
Big thanks goes out to Pepsi and Gatorade for their support here of the Ferris State Bulldogs. Of course, round of applause down below us for the veterans in attendance here today. Military Appreciation Day here at Ferris State University as the Bulldogs honor some of the military veterans here in the local community.
Had a big Veterans Day parade yesterday through downtown Big Rapids. Of course, we had the Veterans Day breakfast hosted by the President's Office early yesterday morning. So a lot of great things being done. overall at the university in support of our veterans.
Twins to both sides here for Ferris State. The Bulldogs off the right side hash. Wayne State showing run blitz perhaps. It's Golker up the middle, off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown Bulldogs!
Great work there by Carson Golker. Good push up front by the offensive line. And, well, when your starting quarterback goes out and you can come back with Carson Golker, that's not bad, as he fakes the give to C.J. Jefferson. Got a couple Wayne State Warriors to block, and good blocking downfield as Carson Golker makes it into the end zone as the Bulldogs score again.
Ferris State strikes to make it 13-3 here with Eddie Jewett on for the point after off the hold of Brady Rose. T.J. Railing, the senior, the long snapper here, and the kick is on the way, and it's up and good. The Bulldogs take a 14-3 lead here late in this first period of action.
Yeah, great work there by the Bulldogs. The offensive line kind of asserted itself a little bit more on that drive. Is not the quick strike drive that we saw for the first 7 points. This one was a little bit more of a grinded out type of a drive, but the result was the same. 7 points on the board for the Bulldogs, who lead 14-3.
Ferris State football live right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, Sunny 97.3 on the Bulldogs Sports Network at FerrisStateBulldogs.com and on Flow Sports here. Final home game perhaps here for the Bulldogs. We'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. We'll get to some scores coming up at halftime from around the country, and of course right here in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Don't forget game 2 tonight on both the Bulldogs Sports Network and Flow Sports. It'll be Ferris State hockey. Puck drop 7:07 p.m. with pregame coverage starting right around 6:30. Brody Kaiser, Brandon Worth on the call tonight for Ferris State hockey. Bulldog volleyball will be in action as well on Flow Sports, 5 o'clock match time at Bulldog Arena. Here first, though, the Bulldogs looking to wrap up another victory here to close out the regular season. An early 14-3 lead here late in this first quarter.
Yeah, great start for the Bulldogs offensively, and kind of tighten some things up here defensively. Let's see if they can continue to tighten the screws at that end of the field.
Middleton kicks this one away, and this is going to be a fair catch called for by Warren back near the 2-yard line. So Wayne State will come out and start at the 25 after a 7-play, 75-yard drive for the Bulldogs. Took 2 minutes and 46 seconds, and Golker caps it off with the 12-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, great job there by Carson Golker in the offense to finish it off, and that offensive line really playing effective, especially as they got toward that end zone, inside the red zone, and they finished off that drive.
So Des Lance, Cio Sapaya, Jake Plamondon, and Sheldon Cage, new defensive line out there here for Ferris State on this offensive series. Waddell at quarterback here off the left side hash. Major Deadman coming on the run blitz. The Bulldogs read it pretty well, and a short gain here, maybe of a yard at most for Warren on the carry up the middle.
Yeah, you could see that Bulldogs did have that edge rush. Bulldogs are blitzing maybe a little bit more than what we've seen so far. We saw Brendan Schwartz on the blitz. We saw right there another blitz coming from Major Deadman. So Bulldogs trying to get on the outside. The pulling linemen there trying to get a piece of him and just to disrupt that.
Twins to the right side here on the wide side of the formation here for Wayne State as Waddell drops back to throw. Pressure coming from the outside. It forces him from the pocket to the left. Late throw here, tipped up and incomplete. That one close to being caught by Warren after the bounce.
Yeah, that was the old tip drill right there. Almost effective, but not quite, as Wayne State had a receiver downfield trying to break back to get to the ball to try to make a play, but not able to do so.
Bulldog defense trying to assert itself here. It'll be 3rd and 9, trying to get off the field once again here as Wayne State facing 3rd and long from its own 26-yard line. 2 receivers off to each end here for Waddell with a man left side of him here in the offensive backfield. Ferris State with 5 bodies right at the line of scrimmage. Some movement, but the Bulldogs might have got back. Waddell looking to throw over the top and incomplete. And I did not see a flag, as I think he thought it was going to be a free play, but I think the Bulldogs got back on time.
Yeah, they did get back, so I think you're right. He did think it was a free play. That ball was well overthrown out of bounds, so I think he thought, I'll just put it up there, but not be overly risky. And fortunately for Wayne State, he was not overly risky there, because that ball, that was not a flagged play for offsides.
So Ferris State gets the stop here defensively, as the Bulldogs will put Brady Rose back here at his own 35. Fisher to punt it away. Here it's a good kick. Rose has to wait for it. Good coverage downfield, but Rose made the first man miss. Middle return here for the Bulldogs, and gets a hole here out to the 46-yard line here. Nice return for Brady Rose. Both Stevens and Rose have been really big additions here with the loss of Deion Small in that game against Grand Valley a few weeks back.
Yeah, that was really a great return by Brady Rose, considering the hang time on that punt that allowed Wayne State's coverage team to get down there to make a play, and he had to make that first guy miss pretty quick and ended up with a strong return.
So Ferris State will send out the Bulldog offense, and Mitchell looks just fine here as he comes back on a quarterback here for Ferris State. Twins left with one man to the right here for Ferris State offensively. First down and 10. Mitchell to throw here. Man coming on the blitz. Slipped and fell. Mitchell rolls out near side. Flag thrown here as he looks downfield and finds Xavier Wade.
Ooh, I thought that was a catch.
They're going to call him out of bounds, but we do have a flag, and it's going to be a hold here against the Bulldogs.
True enough. He thought X thought he dragged the foot right there. I think he realizes it's all for naught, but I think he's still looking for some accountability to say, hey, I thought I got a foot down there.
Of course, Ferris State has kind of battled through some penalties here, but did a much better job at the second half last week at Davenport, and have been pretty clean here in this first quarter this afternoon.
Yeah, sometimes when you get a scrambling quarterback and your instinct is to try to really protect your quarterback, especially when he just got banged up on the previous series, and so sometimes you're going to get that holding penalty here. But Bulldogs right now still at first down, just a lot farther to go.
So the Bulldogs here, it'll be first down and about 20 here for the Bulldogs, and they run the reverse, inside reverse to Wade. Wade finds a hole here for the Bulldogs, using his speed and tripped up in Wayne State territory.
Flag.
At the 39, but another flag over there on that far side.
Yeah, I think the Bulldogs are going to be first and 30.
Wade, your ball carrier.
10 seconds left here in the first quarter, and it looks like that one's coming back as well as Wade made a pretty move here. The Bulldogs with a little double reverse here on the inside, but looks like another penalty here against the Bulldogs as we wait for the officials to confer.
Well, that was a really well-drawn play right there by the Bulldogs here as officials having a conversation right here, and probably more so where the spot is going to be that they're going to mark it off from.
So the officials still conferring over there on the far sideline as we wait and see. We imagine this is on Ferris State, judging by what's going on the field.
Oh, they picked it up.
Pick it up, so it will stand. There's a penalty flag still on the field back at the 37-yard line, but it looks like they're going to pick that up. They waved it away, so Ferris State's going to get it here at the Warrior 37-yard line.
Pay that flag no mind as they decided to pick it up right there. Coach Tyrone Wheatley has the arms out like, what is going on here?
10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ferris State leads it 14-3 as the Bulldogs have it in Warrior territory once again. The clock will wind here as Mitchell stands in the pocket here for the Bulldogs. 5 seconds to go here as he takes the snap. Looking to throw here on the short route. Hooks up with Hunt Thompson again, but not able to spin out of the tackle this time. Good for a couple yards, and that'll do it here for the opening quarter of action. Ferris State with a 14-3 lead here over the Warriors in the regular season finale. And on the move as we start quarter number 2 when we return right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, Sunny 97.3, and online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com and Flow Sports back in 2 minutes.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast, and that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Want to be a storyteller? The Television and Digital Media Production Program at Ferris State University is the create space for you. At Ferris, you will apply creative and technical skills to create stories worth telling. You will be immersed in your learning. You will practice every part of the production process. You will create in state-of-the-art facilities with the latest equipment and software. The TDMP program at Ferris State. Learn to make storytelling your career. Find out more at ferris.edu/TDMP.
Are you seeking applied learning opportunities that will prepare you for your future? Classes taught by experienced faculty? Do you want internship opportunities that will launch your career? Then the College of Business at Ferris State University is where you belong.
And welcome back, everyone, to Top Taggart Field and live coverage of Ferris State football. The Bulldogs looking to strike downfield here. Nice catch made by Tyrese Hunt-Thompson on the opening play of the second quarter. Would have been for a touchdown, but offensive pass interference called here against the Bulldogs on the sideline here down to our right. Here as the Bulldogs work to the south end here at Top Taggart Field.
Well, they called offsides and pass interference. Okay, so they're going to offset. I thought really Tyrese was trying to get away from the defender a little bit, but they felt like maybe a little bit too aggressive, trying to get around the defensive player.
He had 4 catches for 122 yards in that first quarter to lead the Bulldogs. They went right back to him here. We'll see what they do here now.
Quarter. Here's a pass deep into the end zone. Is Malik Mitchell looking again for Tyrese Hunt-Thompson. That ball overthrown out of bounds. Fans wanted a little bit of contact, not going to get it, as the Bulldogs will head back to the line of scrimmage for 2nd and 10, as the Bulldogs again try to strike deep and again look for Tyrese Hunt-Thompson.
So Ferris State coming up here with 14-17 to play in the first half, and a 14-3 lead. It'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs as they stand here off the right side hash. Hunt-Thompson to the right with Brady Rose in the slot. Markel King to the right side here of Mitchell with twins out left here for Ferris State. Mitchell will send Jefferson in motion. They're going to give it off to King again here, right behind the left side of that offensive line, and he powers forward down to the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, Markel King putting together a solid game. He had the big block where he took out 2 guys to allow the Tyrese Hunt-Thompson touchdown earlier.
So Ferris State now 3rd and call it 2 here against Wayne State in this first half of play. And they're going to run the option. Mitchell on the keeper. Nice fake here as he picks up the first down to the 6-yard line. And a good thing he didn't give it off to Markel King. He was tackled before he could get out of the backfield.
And probably a good thing he didn't throw the pitch either. I think he saw that he had one guy to beat. And just a little bit of an inside move there. Got some positive yardage.
Mitchell with King to his left side. Here as Jefferson comes around in motion on the sweep, trying to turn the corner here for the Bulldogs. And that one kind of closed down quickly. Going to be no gain on the play here for Ferris State.
Yeah, this is one of the things you look at where it gets really difficult to score in the red zone right here. But the Bulldogs do have so many weapons here. So let's see if they can keep pounding away here and find a way to get into that end zone here. Trying to create some matchups here. Trying to isolate Tyrese Hunt-Thompson here on the near side.
14-3 lead here for the Bulldogs. Mitchell avoids the sack, but we do have flags thrown here, and probably going to be on Ferris State here. Coach Anise a little upset down there on the field right now as the Bulldogs come on with a couple new offensive linemen off that left side.
Bulldogs with a procedure penalty there, as you mentioned, Coach Anise not overly excited about that particular penalty here.
So the Bulldogs will move backwards here, and it will be 2nd down and goal coming up with the ball all the way back to the 11-yard line now here for Ferris State. Really kind of changes maybe the play calling just a little bit here for the Bulldogs. Mitchell in the gun, tight set here for the Bulldogs with the play clock down to 12 seconds and counting here for Ferris State.
Watch Wade. He's almost lined up as a tight end, lined up really tight on the right side.
Jefferson back in motion. It'll be Mitchell on the keeper up the middle, off the left side. Kind of stumbled and fell, but got that yardage back. Gets it down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal coming up here for Ferris State.
Yeah, good job, design run. We've seen them run Malik Mitchell a little bit more than maybe what we've seen them run at many stages this season right there. That was a designed run right there off the fake.
Empty backfield here for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Mitchell avoids the sack, trying to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, he stepped back, looking like he was legit thinking about a pass right there, and then he tucked it back under, and he says, calm down, I got this.
Shades of what the Bulldogs were able to do maybe last year during that playoff win against Grand Valley State, and they kind of did that a little bit further into the playoffs as well, starting to use Malik a little more in the running game.
Yeah, they did. That's a good point. In that Grand Valley win, they did run Malik Mitchell a lot more. In the earlier game against Grand Valley last year, he did not run the ball really. It was a little bit banged up, and that really changed the dynamic for the Bulldogs in the playoffs.
Ferris State a 20-3 lead with Steady Eddie on for the point after, and Jewett converts to make it 21-3. All Bulldogs here with 12-11 remaining here in the first half of play.
Yeah, great work here by the Bulldogs so far. They, after seeing Wayne State get a 3-0 lead, it's been all Bulldogs since.
Ferris State football live right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs. Ferris State action presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks to Northwest Chiropractic, Lake Osceola State Bank, PNC Bank, and Nutrition Force LLC, the official dietitian of Ferris State Athletics. If you're the Bulldogs, you know you need a win to get into the NCAA Division II playoffs, but not only do you need a win, you want to be playing some good football, and certainly the Bulldogs doing that right now.
Yeah, they're certainly playing like a team that needs to win, and as you said on the follow-up, a team that wants to be playing well heading into the playoffs, and right now they're checking both of those boxes pretty good.
9 plays, 54 yards, took 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Mitchell scores on the 5-yard touchdown run to make it 21-3 here for the Bulldogs this afternoon. Ferris State to kick it away here from left to right as we look down at the field where Mitch Middleton will put it back on the tee here for the Bulldogs on Senior Day. Ferris State playing its final regular season home game, maybe the final home game here for the Bulldogs, pending the outcome here and some other games going on across the country, and certainly in Super Region 3 with the official announcement coming up for the playoff selections tomorrow night.
So going to be a lot of scoreboard watching here. We're watching scoreboards, and we're watching other feeds, and we're keeping track of everything here. But the most important game for us right now is the one that's happening right here. Bulldogs 21-3, looking to continue to clamp down defensively.
So Middleton to kick it away here for the Bulldogs as this one's booted. A little bit shorter here, going to be fielded back inside the 20 by one of the upmen here for Wayne State, and good coverage downfield here, return back near the 30. And that's where we'll see the Ferris State defense again here with 12:06 remaining here in the first half of play.
Good job there by the Bulldogs, not really, maybe not wanting to mess around with that return game too much. They've had some good deep kickoffs here, and wind is pretty much non-existent here today.
You have a flag all the way back, it looks like, near where Middleton kicked it away from at the 37-yard line. So looks like offside's going to be called here against Ferris State, so that'll cost the Bulldogs 5 yards here at the end of the play.
Yeah, that's not good right there.
So 5-yard penalty here will give Wayne State the football here off the left side at the 36-yard line. Waddell will stay on at quarterback here for the Warriors. They've had a couple decent drives here against the Bulldogs, but only 3 points to show for it so far here in this contest. Man in motion here as they fake the give to Warren. Waddell back to throw, has time in the pocket, delivering the ball downfield and hauled in. Big catch made here on the sideline by his outside target here for Wayne State, and that hauled in here by Nathan Eberly Rodriguez, the tight end, but we do have a flag here back near the line of scrimmage at the 30.
Yeah, that's thrown right in the line, so that's not good there.
So we're going to be hands to the face here against Ferris State up front, so this will give
that's a huge play right there.
The Warriors some big yardage here as they'll have it in Ferris State territory.
And the penalty yardage.
Catch was made at the 45-yard line, so he'll get another 15 yards on top of that. All of a sudden, they're at the Ferris State 30 in striking distance here.
That's how quickly things can escalate. So Bulldogs with a hands-to-the-face penalty on top of the big pass play. So great throw to get the pass play complete. So huge play for Wayne State.
Bulldogs have changed here at the linebacker level. Jason Williams, Jalen Jones both on here on the designed run here for Waddell, and the Bulldogs this time doing a better job. Deron Irving Bay and Jason Williams leading the charge along with Ian Hall here on the outside for the Bulldogs.
You called it. Just as you called Jason Williams' name, he gets in there, darts in there and makes a play, gets some help from the big fella up front. Deron Irving Bay also coming in there as well. Great job tag teaming on the tackle.
Bulldogs able to dress a few more guys here for the Senior Day contest. 16 defensive linemen, I think, on the dress roster here today for the Bulldogs. So they're going deep into that rotation here up front. Shaderick Bradford comes back on here for the Bulldogs. Back to throw is Waddell. The Bulldogs coming on the blitz. They set up the screen. Warren nowhere to go as Jones makes the tackle here for the Bulldogs. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, good job by the Bulldogs reading the screen, developing really well, so they get back to the original line of scrimmage and no more.
You kind of forget about a guy like Jalen Jones, sophomore out of Mattawan. He's been on the 2 deep all season long, but kind of one of those unsung heroes here on the defensive side.
No question about it. A lot of that depth that the Bulldogs have. Bulldogs showing outside blitz.
Waddell will look back over to the Wayne State sideline here on 3rd and 10 from the Bulldog 30-yard line. Twins right, 2 back to the left as well here for the Warriors, with Sterling in the offensive backfield to the left side of Waddell. Bulldogs showing pressure maybe from the edge on the outside. Some movement, and we'll see if it looks like a timeout was called by Wayne State. So the Warriors will take timeout with 10:27 to go here in the first half. We'll take one as well back in 60 seconds right here on Sunny 97.3.
Are you ready to advance your career and move to the next level?
The master's program definitely helped me get my job.
A lot of people have a bachelor's degree, but not very many people have a master's degree.
Every day I use something that I learned through the master's program.
The Master of Science in Criminal Justice Administration at Ferris State is a 30-credit program led by faculty with relevant and practical experience. Earn your master's degree in less than a year and from anywhere. Move your career forward. Ferris Forward. Apply today at ferris.edu.
Halftime of today's game is Brutus. The Bulldogs' identity will be revealed.
Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris State football coverage right here on Sunny 97.3 and on Flow Sports. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you. Where the Bulldogs have a 21-3 lead here over the Warriors. 10:26 to go in the first half. Option pitch to Warren here on the right. And nowhere to go as the Bulldogs smother him, and he might have lost a yard. Fourth down coming up, and now maybe decision time here for the Warriors. They do have a very good field goal kicker, but it'll be a long kick here for only 3 points here on the scoreboard, so we'll wait and see.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do it, and they do have a great field goal kicker, so they're going to go for points right here. There's not a whole lot of wind, but the wind that is blowing a little bit is blowing in the favor of the Warriors.
So this will put the football here on the spot right about the 38-yard line. This will be a 48-yard field goal try, kicking from right to left here to the north end at Top Taggart Field, as the Warriors looking to cut this margin to 21-6 here. 9:40 to play here in the first half. The kick is going to have the distance. It's on the way, and it's up and good. So the Warriors get the long field goal here to draw back within 15 points against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that definitely had the distance right there. Probably the distance of maybe another 7-8 yards to spare. So big boot right there as, again, wind not really a factor, and whatever wind was there was certainly in their favor.
Sun coming out here at Top Taggart Field this afternoon. Beautiful November day here for college football, and a nice crowd on hand here. A lot of Bulldog fans out really enjoying the weather here today to watch this team in action.
I was going to say, it's at least as good a day to get out and enjoy the weather and take in football at the same time. So it's like a buy one, get one here. This is a great opportunity, I think, for our fans to be able to come out here and enjoy the game. And we talked about it in hour one of the pregame show. You don't know how many more times you're going to get a chance to see. Might not get a chance to see this team play at home again this year. So this is a great opportunity for the fans, and they seem to be embracing it.
Of course, the Bulldogs number 5 in the Super Region rankings would need to finish in the top 4 to get a home game here in the first round, but stranger things have happened. You'd think they need a win, but you never know. It comes down to a selection committee. A lot of the rankings based on some criteria, some point values assigned with each game, strength of schedule, so we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, there's no shortage of formula and criteria that is going to be considered here as we look ahead to that tournament field and how it's going to look here as the things take shape for the postseason here. Good kickoff.
Sean Stevens going to return here from the end zone, and he thought about it. He's going to take the knee here in the end zone for the Bulldogs. So they'll come out and start here at the 25. That one kind of held up a little too long and forced him maybe a little too deep into the end zone.
He thought about it. He was getting he probably had a toe right there pretty close to the goal line. So before he thought better of it.
5 plays, 33 yards for Wayne State, and the 48-yard field goal up and good here on a drive that took 2 minutes and 33 seconds here for the Warriors, as Ferris State will start here at its own 25-yard line. Mitchell in the gun, trips left side here with a man to the right for the Bulldogs, as he's got Markel King to the left side here in the offensive backfield. Hunt Thompson lined up right, Wade out wide to the left here for Ferris State. So Mitchell take the low snap, quick throw on the screen to the outside to C.J. Jefferson, who hauls it in. Good yardage here as he picks up the first down, lowers the shoulder, and gets out of bounds here out across the 35. So the Bulldogs will move the chain.
Good blocking on the outside again. Bulldogs outside receivers do such a good job right there, and that allows the Bulldogs to know the pressure's coming up the middle. A little swing pass outside to C.J. Jefferson. Good blocking on the outside as well.
So Ferris State now off the left side hash, trips back to the right here for Mitchell. First down and 10 here for the Dogs against the four-man front as the Bulldogs work from left to right here in this second period of play. Mitchell with Jefferson in the slot to the right will shift Markel King out. Empty backfield here as Mitchell on the design run here right up the middle for the Bulldogs. Slides forward and going to pick up some good yardage here. They'll give him the slide to the 44. So that will be a gain of about 6 or 7 yards here for Ferris State.
Yeah, solid run right there. Again, another design run here for the Bulldogs from the quarterback position with a person not named Carson Gulker. So nice job by Malik Mitchell.
Trips left side here for Ferris State offensively. Amari O'Brien checks in on the slot here to the left side of the formation for the Bulldogs. Mitchell on the option to the near side will pitch it back to Markel King. He's going to have the first down and into Wayne State territory, out of bounds here at the Warrior 48-yard line.
Showing a little more option there as in addition to a little bit more quarterback runs here with Malik Mitchell right here. This is just a quick pitch right there off the option, getting the ball in the hands of a playmaker on the outside.
Bulldogs doing a nice job up front here on that offensive line. Here is Mitchell this time as the pocket really collapsed, got rid of the football, incomplete.
Late flag there.
Late flag thrown here, and we'll have to wait and see. The Bulldogs pointing in Wayne State's direction, but we'll wait and see if this is going to be on the Warriors or against the Bulldogs.
We'll see here as the umpires communicated with the referee, and we'll see what the call is here.
Personal foul. Hands to the
That's
face.
why it was a late flag.
Number 92.
Hands to the face has been called a couple times here today, once against the Bulldogs, this time against the Warriors, and that'll get Ferris State first down here all the way down to the 33-yard line.
Now, if you're a conspiracy theorist, you're thinking that's a makeup call for the one that happened at the other end. Now, you know, again, not saying either one was a bad call, but if you're a conspiracy theorist.
Ferris State first down and 10 here as the Bulldogs will give it off. It'll be Markel King. Sweep to the right here for Ferris State. Stays on his feet and takes the shot here at the end of the play, but going to get it down to about the 26-yard line here on the spot.
Well, he's got such a low center of gravity, so great lateral quickness and also explosive speed right there. He is a tough guy to corral.
Kind of like Marcus Taylor moving to the backfield last year. Took the Bulldogs a little bit longer than maybe they wanted to really get that running back set in terms of the position, but they found a good one in Markel King.
Yeah, that's a good point. When they got Marcus Taylor back there, it kind of changed the dynamic of the way that they do a lot of things, and it really opened some things up, and opened things up for some of the emerging slot receivers right here as Carson Gulker coming in on 3rd and short.
So it'll be 3rd and about 2 here for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 25 after a 2-yard gain from Malik Mitchell. So Gulker will line up with King to his right. Trips right here on the wide side of the field here for the Bulldogs. Wayne State showing pressure here as they back away now with the play clock down to 5. Gulker up the middle here, right up the gut, and carries a couple Warriors forward down to the 20-yard line, maybe the 19. The Bulldogs in the red zone here with another first down.
Yeah, Bulldogs interior linemen doing such a good job. We can see the blitz pressure coming in from the edges, but a great job there by the offensive line that just opened up enough room for Carson Gulker to get that first down.
So Gulker picks up the first down here for Ferris State. 6:40 to go here in the first half. O'Brien lined up left side in the slot with King to the right here in the offensive backfield. Twins right here as the Bulldogs will give it off to Amari O'Brien. No, it's Gulker right up the middle. He fooled everyone, including us right here as he gets it down inside the 10.
Well, that means that they're doing some things right when they start to fool the announcers and the camera people. This was some great work, great action right here as they faked the sweep right there, fooled a few Wayne State players as well.
So Bulldogs have it. They're going to give him 9. It'll be 2nd and a yard. Here is Gulker, looks to throw over the top to the end zone. Hauled in by Wade. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's what you want when you can get him matched up one-on-one. We talked about that. That is definitely advantage X.
That's another one of those 80-20 balls. Normally a 50-50 ball for Xavier Wade. It's 80%. He's going to come down with it, and he does in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, if it's a physicality contest right there on a jump ball, then that is going to be advantage Xavier Wade.
27-6 with Jewett on for the point after here for Ferris State. Off the hold of Brady Rose. Kick is on the way, has the distance. It's up, and it is good. 28-6. The Bulldogs lead it with 6:03 remaining here in this first half of action.
Yeah, Bulldogs approaching this like a day at the office here. They have been all business here today. 28-6. Bulldogs with a decisive advantage.
Of course, this one far from over here this afternoon, but the Bulldogs knew coming in they needed a win here today to lock up a playoff spot, and they're playing like a team that's certainly poised and ready for a playoff run.
Yeah, they certainly they look like they have come into this game with a great focus. As Wayne State has been able to get a couple of field goals on the board, and they had to get a long 40, almost a 50-yard field goal to get their second set of points on the board. And so Bulldogs have been really strong here to start.
Ferris State football live right here. Brought to you in part today by many of our advertising partners here who help make this broadcast possible, including the PNC Bank, Sawmill Saloon, the Holiday Inn, the Mecosta County Visitors Bureau, along with the Bulldog Party Store and Corwell Health. Thanks for your support of Ferris State Athletics and Bulldog football. It'll be Mitch Middleton to kick it away again here for the Bulldogs with a 28-6 lead late in this first half of action. 6:03 remaining here for Ferris State. Middleton tees it up here at the 35. Warren back deep here for Wayne State University is going to field it. No, it's going to come back to the near side instead. Trying to get the number on the return here. It's not going to matter as the Bulldogs wrestle him down here. Ball returned here in the return game by Dion Brown, and he's going to be dropped at the 25.
Yeah, so Bulldogs right down there in good coverage, able to stop that before it got going.
Ferris State, 8 plays, 75 yards. Took 3 minutes and 30 seconds. As Gulker hooked up with Wade on the 10-yard touchdown throw. Thanks to our athletic communications team and statistics crew for providing the updates here today, led by Stan the Statman Gustafson, 30-plus years as the official statistician up here inside the Wheeler Pavilion.
He is the legend. He's been doing it a long time and been doing it well for a long time.
So the Warriors will start here. Waddell stays on at quarterback here for Wayne State. Standing here with the ball spotted at the 25. Takes the snap, back to throw here after the fake on the give. Looking downfield, Justin Payout on coverage, and that one well short. Was trying to hook up with Warren. Might have had a step on Payout initially, but that one well underthrown.
Yeah, Justin did a good job of recovering right there. He was sitting right in his lap there in terms of coverage, and that ball was going to be pretty much impossible to get there without Justin Payout having an opportunity to make a play on it.
Bulldogs up front defensively have Sheldon Cage at one in spot along with Des Lance. Sio Sapaya and Jake Plamondon man in the middle here on this series with 5:53 to play here in the first half. Waddell sends Warren back in motion. Here as they fake the give. They run the option to the right side. He's got to keep it and met hard in the hole by Sefa Sapaya here after about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Yeah, Sefa Sapaya with the contact does not usually take a step backwards as got another banged up quarterback here.
So Waddell slow to get up, back up and on his feet now though before the trainers could get out there here for Wayne State. So
yeah, I think he's still going to need some attention right here. He is not looking great right now. Let's see who they come back with here.
Of course, the Warriors led by the Michigan legend Tyrone Wheatley, who you think is going to do a very good job here leading this Wayne State program. Of course, has the name maybe in terms of the recruiting process as he looks to really solidify a class for next season.
Yeah, he is, and he's going to be beating the pavement there on the recruiting trail, and he's trying to get those next group guys in here that's going to help this program grow.
Twins right with a man to the left here as they work out of the shotgun set. And the Bulldogs coming with some heat here defensively as the flag's thrown. That one to the sideline, going to be ruled incomplete on the throw over there to the right side. We'll wait and see what the flag is as Josh Kolka comes on at quarterback here for Wayne State, at least on that last offensive play.
So they're into quarterback number 3 here as a couple of their quarterbacks have been banged up here. Flag picked up, but still waiting on the verdict here.
Quarterback number 3 and did not play quarterback number 1, so
Number 64.
that one's going to be declined. Bulldogs will decline it. It'll be 3rd and 7 coming up here from the 27. So 4th down coming up here. So you are correct. I was looking at the down marker. I saw the 3rd down and failed to pay attention to the scoreboard. So I did say 3rd down initially. Now it's changed to 4th here, and it's going to be a punting situation. That's the reason the Bulldogs declined the penalty.
Yeah, they knew they had to stop there, so chance to get the ball back here and a chance to attack that end zone with 5:23 to go in the half.
Fisher to punt as Rose awaits here at the 35 for the Bulldogs back at the north end.
Returnable.
Lining kick here. He fields it cleanly here for the Bulldogs. Nowhere to go on the return, though. Good coverage downfield here for Wayne State.
Officials not doing him any – they're letting Brady Rose just get pounded to the ground.
Finally, the whistle's blown here as he was doing a nice job of staying on his feet, but did not gain any real estate. The Bulldogs will start here. Looks like with the spot here at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he was getting hammered right there. It was like the New World Order faction of the NWO coming there and just jumping them right there and just kind of carrying them. And I think he was waiting on a whistle right there as I think they did finally get him down, but great job. It took a gang effort to get him down.
28-6, Ferris State with 5:11 to play here in the first half as Mitchell stays on here at the offensive controls for the Bulldogs. Twins on both sides. We have yet to see Trinidad Chambliss here today. We'll wait and see if we see him here as Mitchell hooks up with Cam Underwood, spinning forward here and gets it to the 40-yard line. Good for about a 5 or 6 yard gain here for the Bulldogs.
Long pass across the field. Good job there by Cam to climb the ladder a little bit and pull that one down. Bulldogs love trying to get Cam Underwood because he has game-breaking ability right there, and he might get some single coverage.
Ferris State here going to give it off to Zamir Knighton. Nothing doing there. The Warriors not fooled here on his first carry. Going to lose a yard, it looks like, here for the Bulldogs. So third down coming up here for Ferris State. Jeremiah Housey on is one of the outside targets here for the Bulldogs. Underwood lined up left side here out wide with Rose and Jefferson in the slot. Here comes Jefferson in motion. 3rd and 6 here for the Bulldogs from the 38. As Mitchell will survey the Wayne State defense. Mitchell takes the snap, back to throw, quick throw here to the outside, and able to hook up with C.J. Jefferson. Good for a first down here to the 45. Knew where he needed to get, and able to cleanly field the ball right at the 45.
Yeah, great job right there, getting the ball to C.J. Jefferson, and Rob called it. C.J. knew where he had to get that first down.
You look at these seniors, some of these guys, you can't really find a group of seniors with more veteran experience, guys like C.J. Jefferson and Xavier Wade. Bulldogs going to run the option. Mitchell fakes the pitch, keeps it himself, and gets it into Wayne State territory. Down to the Warrior 46, picked up 9 here on the first down carry.
Yeah, classic job right there on the option. And that's Malik Mitchell, a lefty quarterback, going to his right hand, running the option.
He's got Knighton to his left here. 4 receivers set for the Bulldogs off the right side hash. This time, quick throw here to C.J. Jefferson on the outside. And Jefferson picks up the first down here. Gets it to about the 42-yard line here in Wayne State territory. 3:15 to go in the first half. The Bulldogs have all 3 timeouts remaining, and certainly plenty of time with the length of some of their offensive drives so far.
Yeah, Bulldogs have been able to mix in a lot of players right here, so pretty much anybody on the sideline eligible might get an opportunity here. Actually, a double fake there on the option.
They throw it to Knighton here on the pitch. Late pitch here, but good for some yardage here for the Bulldogs down to the 35. So picked up about 7 yards here. Mitchell was going to keep it himself, then decided to toss it back to Zamir. And he got to the outside here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I love this drive so far, Rob. We're moving the ball down the field. We're chewing up time off the clock as well.
Mitchell looking to throw here for Ferris State over the top to the far side, trying to find his receiver Underwood, but kind of bumped off the play here. Good coverage downfield. The Bulldogs knew they had it 2nd and short. Now it'll be 3rd and short here for Ferris State.
Yeah, I think Cam was kind of partly trying to draw a penalty there and then trying to get to the ball at the same time. There was definitely some physical play out there. I guess Cam was trying to work his way toward the ball.
Now we do see quarterback number 3 come on here for the Bulldogs, as Trinidad Chambliss will come on here. 3rd and 3 for Ferris State from the 35. Chambliss will replace Mitchell, and the Bulldogs will give it off to C.J. Jefferson. He's got the sweep to the left side, bounces outside, and ran all the way out of bounds, then head tackled into the sideline. That one should be flagged here, and I do not see a flag. He was well off the edge of the playing surface.
Wow. I mean, that looked like a wrestling finishing move right there on the sideline. Great work by C.J. Jefferson, getting all the way over there to the edge, drives him out of bounds, well past the red and the white, slammed him on the ground, but apparently that's incidental contact against the Bulldogs.
Nonetheless, first down here at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Ferris State. Chambliss in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. Pressure coming. Eludes the rush. Flag thrown here as he gets it back to the 20. Made something happen here on a play that looked like the Bulldogs were going to lose some yardage, but they're going to lose some yardage anyway here on the penalty flag.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold. They've already communicated with the Wayne State bench.
So holding called here against Ferris State. The Bulldogs have not got the benefit here of a few holding calls in the first half. Other than that, though, Ferris State's kind of played some clean football. Haven't seen a whole lot of personal fouls or anything of that nature here today on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, can't quibble too much with the holding penalty, but after your guy was slammed to the ground well out of bounds and you don't get a flag and then you come back with a hold, that's a tough one to take sometimes.
It'll be 1st and 20 here from the 34. Chambliss quick throw here to Jefferson. Jefferson made the man miss. Right up the middle here for the Bulldogs. Spins forward here and gets it to the 21 as he got a good chunk of that yardage back and then some.
Yeah, he did. That's a great move. Boy, C.J. Jefferson in space is so dangerous. The Bulldogs can get him that ball with any kind of blocking help downfield.
So Jefferson here for Ferris State gets it to the 21. It'll be 2nd and about 7 or 8 yards to go now here for the Bulldogs, as the Bulldogs got that penalty yardage back, plus a few more here from C.J. Jefferson, the senior from Muskegon. Trips left side here as Chambliss drops back, looking right side. Now he looks left side. Lost the football. He tripped and fell, lost the football, but the Bulldogs do, I think, dive back on top of it. Kind of an awkward situation where he was looking to stay on his feet, was trying to stumble, and then lost the football.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to use the ball to help him get back his balance back as he was going down, and heads-up play by the line to come back and pick up that ball.
I think it might have been Brendan Bankston that jumped back on top of it here, the right guard and the senior out of Bradenton, Florida here for Ferris State. So Mitchell back on. Here he drops back to throw, has all kinds of time, and that one right into the fingertips here of Jeremiah Housey, I believe, who could not hold on.
Yeah, put the ball right there. Would have been short of a first down here. Bulldogs taking a look right here, and probably not in comfortable field goal range, so I think the Bulldogs are going to make a play here on 4th.
48 seconds to go here in the first half. Wade and Hunt Thompson will come back on here as Housey and Underwood check out here for Ferris State. Hunt Thompson lines up left side here. 4th and 15. The Bulldogs need to get it down here to about the 14-yard line to pick up the first down. Mitchell with one man to the right against the 4-man rush here for Wayne State.
Timeout.
And timeout called here by the Bulldogs with 45 seconds left. So before that play got started, Coach Anise takes the first of 3 timeouts here for Ferris State late in this first half of play.
Yeah, just wants to make sure he's got the play call that he wants here. As this is potentially a pivotal play. Bulldogs would like to make sure they got the best possible play.
Coming up at halftime, we'll recap the first half numbers. We'll check the GLIAC scoreboard and the D2Football.com top 25 scoreboard, along with our Bulldog update, and check in on what's going on here in Ferris State Athletics coming up here at halftime. So 48 seconds put back on the clock here with Ferris State in front 28-6 here late in this first half of play. Live today here from Top Taggart Field on Senior Day, and the Bulldogs looking to close out another regular season and get back into the playoffs here for the 9th consecutive year. Would be the longest active streak in the country if Ferris State can make the Division II playoff field tomorrow night. Had the 2nd longest streak in the nation behind Northwest Missouri State, and theirs, unfortunately for the Bearcats, is going to come to a close this season with 4 losses already on the docket.
Yeah, it's almost unthinkable not to look at that playoff field and see Northwest Missouri absent. So that's a big change right here, but that puts the Bulldogs as an opportunity to be the team to carry that torch here for consecutive years.
So Mitchell in the gun here, 2 receivers off to each side here for Ferris State. He's got Samir Knighton to his right. Here is Brady Rose, comes in motion to the wide side here for the Bulldogs. Mitchell to throw, stands up in the pocket, has time, looking downfield, and he had Jefferson, but he could not hold on, was kind of hit as he went to catch the football by Chavez Hawkins Jr., and that breakup here will give possession here to Wayne State with 42 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, it's one CJ would like to have back right there, and you mentioned it, probably a well-timed hit there to jar that ball free.
Jefferson would have been down inside the 10 on the grab, but that'll give the football back here to the Warriors. See how aggressive they try to be here with 42 seconds left here in the half. Grand Valley State leading Davenport 28-0 in the Crosstown Showdown, so Lakers well on their way to solidifying the GLIAC regular season title. Handoff right side here, and a big carry to the outside, and Sean Stevens finally able to run the ball carrier out of bounds as they went to Sterling, the big back out of the backfield.
Looking like Tyrone Wheatley running the ball right there. Grand Valley trying to make a bid for that #1 overall seed in Super Region 3, and so big performance right there could help their cause.
So call it 1st down and 10 here for the Warriors. 36 seconds left. They've got just 1 timeout remaining here as the clock is stopped here for the Warriors. Of course, Davenport last week, injury to quarterback Jason Whitaker. Not sure if he's going today or not. Does not appear to be here for Davenport this afternoon. 4-man front here for the Bulldogs. Back to throw to the outside here. That one close to being picked up. Tariq Brett was trying to make a play on the ball as they were looking for Warren.
Rob, that is not pass interference. They got to pick that up. He has just as much of a right to make a play on that ball as anybody else.
Head coach Tony Anise telling the officials the same thing down below us here. It was at the Ferris State 48-yard line. So
they got to pick that up.
We'll wait and see what the outcome is going to be. It was Kolka on the throw to the outside. Tariq Brett right there defensively for Ferris State. They had a man underneath as well. Now the officials having a discussion. They've already picked up one flag today. We'll see if they do on this one or not. Does not appear that they're going to pick it up, but we'll wait and see.
Awful call. Awful call.
Was called against Tariq Brett here, and much to the dismay of the Bulldog fans down below us here at Top Taggart Field. And
brutal call.
Certainly to the dismay of the Ferris State sideline.
To the dismay of the color announcer here.
Head coach Tony Anise having a discussion with the side judge here on the near side. He's upset as the Bulldogs have not got any favors here from the officiating crew so far this afternoon. Bulldogs coming with some heat. Brennan Schwartz comes in and lands some contact, but a big throw to Sterling here as he avoids the first tackle. Still on his feet, rumbling forward down inside the 25-yard line with 23 seconds left to go here in the first half.
That's a big call. Could cost the Bulldogs some points right here as you get a dubious penalty call, followed up by a big play in the passing game, yards after the catch, and Wayne State will take a timeout.
So Wayne State uses its final timeout, I believe, here with 23 seconds to go. Trailing 28-6 here late in this first half of play. And they'll have the football here down to the Ferris State 22-yard line.
Bulldogs right now trying to lock in here as Wayne State trying to get some more points on the board. They've been denied the end zone so far here in the first half. And obviously with a great field goal kicker, they're already in range to be able to put some points on the board. Bulldogs definitely want to keep them out of the end zone.
We'll have the Preferred Office Machines post-game show coming up for you when this one's all said and done later on today on Sunny 97.3 and, of course, online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. As Tariq Brett trying to make a play on the ball, as was the receiver, and I did not think there was a whole lot of contact either way.
Yeah, exactly. Even that's just that's not good.
So nonetheless, it gives Wayne State an opportunity here as Kolka at quarterback here off the left side hash. Ball down inside the 25 at the 22. He's got Sterling behind him here in the offensive backfield.
Bulldogs bringing the house.
They're going to come with Sterling, and he's wrestled down at the 25-yard line. That clock will keep running. They have no timeouts left, so they went to the ground game. Now they'll line back up here. Kolka with Sterling left side. See what they elect to do here, and he's going to spike the football here with 8 seconds to go, so they'll come back on with a long field goal try here to close out the first half.
Coach Hodges, Tony Anise Jr. dialing up the blitz right there. They pretty much brought the house right there, knowing the lack of timeouts right there. So good call right there to bring the heat.
Milovansky will come back on here for Wayne State on what will be a shorter try this time. Still about a 42-yard try here, kicking into the north end of Top Taggart Field. 8 seconds to go here in the first half for the Warriors as Fisher will hold, gets the hold down, kick is on the way, has the distance again, and this kick up and good. He's been the offense here today for the Warriors. 3 field goals here, and that cuts the margin here to 28-9 here with 3 seconds to go in the half.
He is money. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to put the asterisk on those 3 points yet, but they certainly was able to convert right there to give Wayne State a third score here, albeit all field goals, as the Warriors they're fighting. I will give them credit for that. They are fighting. Bulldogs right now trying to get into halftime here, still with a sizable lead here as they try to continue to crank up the pressure here looking ahead to the second half.
Ferris State volleyball at home today, 5 o'clock match time against Northern Michigan at Bulldog Arena, followed by Ferris State hockey tonight, 7:07 p.m. puck drop at the Avoglaven Ice Arenas. The Bulldogs play host to Minnesota State in CCHA play, looking to bounce back after a tough setback last night to the Mavericks. Brody Kaiser will have all the action for you coming up later on tonight, both on Sunny 97.3 and on Flow Sports. As Wayne State will kick it off. The Bulldogs with Stevens and Jefferson slated to return. So we'll see how aggressive Wayne State wants to play this here. Probably not going to kick it to Sean Stevens if you're the Warriors.
I would not mess with Sean Stevens, but stranger things have happened here. Let's see what the Bulldogs. They got C.J. Jefferson, looks like, back there as well.
Jefferson to the far side. It'll be Stevens back to the near side, standing back inside his own 5 near the goal line here for Ferris State.
If you're an up man, you got to be alert as well.
3 seconds to go here as the Warriors going to kick this one short here. A squabble on the ground, picked up by Cephas Sapaya. No, it'll be Zach Ahern on the return. Finds a hole here initially, bounces outside, avoids the first tackle, gets it to midfield and wrestled out of bounds. Tackled again well off the sideline here, but no flags, and that'll do it for the first half. Made it interesting here on that kickoff here at the end of the first half.
Zach Ahern has the potential to be an electrifying player as well once he settles into his position. Wayne State getting off the field here. Bulldogs shortly behind as both teams head to the locker room. Bulldogs with a 28-9 lead.
Ferris State with the lead here at halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back, recap the first half numbers, check the GLIAC scoreboard and more right after this 2-minute break on Sunny 97.3.
It's time to be.
It's not easy being an athlete. At Ferris, we do things others will not. We push boundaries. We get up when we fall, again and again. We put in long hours. We don't quit. We do what it takes. That is why we are champions.
At Ferris State University, we value collaboration, working together towards greatness. Diversity, embracing our differences for better understanding. Community, building engaging campus experiences. Excellence, inside and outside the classroom. Opportunity, you can make your dreams a reality. Move forward, Ferris Forward.
Top Tiger Field, where the Ferris State Bulldogs lead the Wayne State Warriors 28-9 here at halftime. The Bulldogs got off to a great start here in the first half, really controlled play here in this opening half of action.
Yeah, Bulldogs just really did a good job. You know, Wayne State, give them credit. They came down and they were able to get a field goal early, but then nice job by the Bulldogs to just really bounce back, and they got it really quick to take the lead, and then they've been in the lead for good, and they've continued to add to that lead. So great response by the Bulldogs to really come back strong and finish the quarter, or finish the half, I should say, pretty strong with a 28-9 lead.
That last drive for Wayne State University, 12 plays, 37 yards, took 4 minutes and 29 seconds, and it was a 42-yard field goal that trims this to 28-9 rather here at halftime. Right now the Bulldogs going to honor some first-generation students on the field here at halftime, and a great event here being put on by Ferris State University.
Yeah, we've certainly seen really great recognition for our first-generation students and what it means to them to be starting in college and to be able to get their families' legacy in terms of higher education started. And so there's been great emphasis on first-generation students here, and glad to see them continue to get that recognition.
They are being honored here at halftime down on the field, right in the middle of the field here by the public address announcer and the Ferris State fans. Great recognition here at halftime today. Senior day at Top Tiger Field as we await the first half numbers. We'll take a 2-minute break. Back with more halftime coverage after this timeout on Sunny 97.3.
Let's carry with us the inspiration and motivation that these students provide. Let's celebrate them not just today, but every day. Recognize the importance of diversity and the potential that education unlocks. How about one more round of applause for our first-generation college students, faculty, and staff? Bulldog fans, at this time, please welcome your 2023 Ferris State Dance Team.
Working with you from Top Tiger Field, where the Bulldogs have a 28-9 lead here over Wayne State. Here at the break, let's take a look at some scores going on around the country here today, and at least in the GLIAC, Michigan Tech right now trails Saginaw Valley State 21-14 at halftime. Up in Houghton, Michigan, Grand Valley State at the break with a 30-6 lead over 28-0 lead over Davenport at halftime in Allendale. Northern Michigan trails Northern State 30-6 at halftime up inside the Superior Dome in Marquette. That's a look at the GLIAC scores going on here today in conference football as we kind of pull up the Division II football scoreboard as well. A lot of action here in D2 football, our d2football.com. Top 25 matchups going on here today in the country. A number of teams vying for position, both in terms of the playoffs and the seeding here in each respective super region. In the fourth quarter, it's Tiffin leading Findlay 26-0 in Findlay, Ohio. Slippery Rock, ranked 5th in the country, trails Kutztown 24-0 in that contest in the fourth quarter of play. So that's going to be a big upset here in terms of some of the playoff implications. Central Missouri all over Lincoln, Missouri, 35-3 in the second quarter of play. Minnesota State leads Minnesota Duluth 14-7.
The battle of top 19 spirited students that have served behind the mask. And today, our current Brutus will once again pass this torch on to a fellow student to continue the legacy. The current student has been serving as the Bulldog mascot since the summer of 2022. Brutus is a senior in the Welding Engineering Technology program. He can usually be found on the first or second floor of the Swan building. When he is not there, he has enjoyed being active in multiple student organizations, such as the American Welding Society Student Chapter and the Student Alumni Gold Club. Fans, do you want to know who the Bulldog is? He's someone you may know. He is someone you may have noticed in your class. Perhaps been in the same student organization. Someone you may have seen around campus or on the streets of downtown. Brutus has performed at over 75 events worth nearly 200 hours in the suit and claims to have poured out nearly 500 gallons of sweat over his tenure in the suit. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022-23 Ferris State Bulldog, Cody Langlois. Ladies and gentlemen, Bulldog fans, we now ask you to direct your attention to the north side of the stadium, where the top dog in town is making their entrance. As tradition, it is time for Cody to usher our new Bulldog into their role as the spirit of our university. The time-honored tradition of passing on the golden bone signifies a bestowal of all the responsibilities and Bulldog knowledge Brutus will need as he embarks on his future with Ferris State University. Cody would encourage the new mascot to be confident. And remember that people enjoy seeing Brutus. So be creative. And don't be scared to try new things or make a mistake here or there. After all, you're a giant dog. It's okay to be clumsy. He would also like to state that the most important thing is to make sure you have fun with it. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and make some noise for the new top dog in town, representing Ferris State University, Brutus the Bulldog.
Mitchell 7 of 11 in the air for 126 yards and a score. Carson Gulker 2 of 2 for 34 yards and a touchdown. He led the Bulldogs with 4 carries for 43 yards in the rushing game here for Ferris State. Tyrese Hunt Thompson 4 grabs for 122 yards in terms of the receivers here for the Bulldogs this afternoon. Ferris State leads it by a score of 28-9 at halftime. We'll be back in 2 minutes right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, Sunny 97.3. Arena tonight. Ferris State hockey at 7:07 p.m. The Bulldogs playing host to Minnesota State. Pregame coverage will start at 6:30 for that contest here tonight. One of those busy days where a lot of work goes in, not only from the athletic communications side, the game staff side, the administrative side, also from Ferris State Television, of course, moving between venues here with coverage on Flow Sports. And we're looking forward to getting over there once this one's all said and done to Bulldog hockey tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot going on as multiple games, and it's a lot of people are going to be pulling double, triple duty here today, and a lot of it is just to make sure that they give the student athletes a great platform to showcase their skills and to be able to bring that showcase to the fans. And so lots of work that goes on in front of the scenes and behind the scenes.
Of course, tonight on the road, Ferris State men's and women's basketball both in action. The Bulldog women will take on host McKendree down in Lebanon, Illinois tonight at 8 o'clock. The men's team will be in action at 6 o'clock Eastern time tonight in Painesville, Ohio. Ferris State against Lake Erie. After both teams got big, impressive wins last night, the Bulldog men able to outrun Northwood, put up 95 points last night in the win over the Timberwolves. Meanwhile, the women's team really came on in the second half, and a very convincing win over Missouri S&T, both 30-plus point winners last night, and off to great starts here in the opening games of the season.
Yeah, it's exciting to see both of the teams really have really strong, dominating performances, certainly on the scoreboard in terms of the final score, and it really just really teases you about the excitement that I think we can expect from Bulldog men's and women's basketball this year.
Of course, Ferris State coaches excited as well. This past week, National Signing Day for many of the teams, maybe with the exception of football. Bulldog hockey announced a few signees, a few more still to come. Bulldog volleyball announced their 5-member recruiting class under head coach Tia Branda Wilhelm. Ferris State soccer and softball have signed some kids. Men's basketball and women's basketball as well, all set to be announced here soon. But some great signees here. It keeps getting earlier and earlier in terms of some of these commitments from incoming recruits.
It does. It just seems like, it just jumps up on you so quick as you finish up those fall sports, and then all of a sudden you're jumping into the winter sports, and then all of a sudden it seems like signing day just creeps up on you so fast. But kind of the nature of the game.
Of course, Ferris State soccer fell in the GLIAC semifinals yesterday afternoon to Northern Michigan, the host school up in Marquette, by a score of 4-1. As the Bulldogs really kind of put it together a little bit late this year. Had the GLIAC Freshman of the Year in Catherine Welch, an all GLIAC selection as well in Lindsey Cole. Great nucleus of young talent back next year for head coach Greg Henson and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they certainly are going to be excited about what the opportunities that they're going to have, looking forward as they continue to add pieces and some promising new pieces that we saw this year and just got a quick glimpse of that are going to be key players moving forward.
Of course, Bulldog volleyball tonight, final regular season match. They'll host a GLIAC tournament quarterfinal match coming up on Wednesday night. We'll have the exact time of that match coming up soon once the opponent is kind of determined. Ferris State men's basketball at home on Wednesday night as well, hosting Cleary University in the home opener at 7 o'clock at Jim Wink Arena. So quickly rounding down the fall season. We hope not anytime soon for volleyball and football's sake, but we'll be well into the winter season by the time this weekend's all said and done, as both basketball teams now officially into regular season action.
Exactly. Division II kicking off, or tipping off, I should say, better way of saying it. The basketball season's a lot of Division II action got going last night, and will continue, and this is just the start. Hockey has been going for a little bit now, and getting excited for men's and women's basketball. You and I will be on the mic for so many of those games moving ahead, as yet at the same time we hope to see some of these fall sports teams keep their season, extend their season, volleyball, football among those, to keep extending their seasons.
Of course, you can get tickets for all home contests online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com/tickets. Get your seats. Season tickets for Ferris State men's and women's basketball, both on sale. And we've talked about it, both impressive wins last night, but both should have outstanding seasons. The Bulldog men picked to win the GLIAC. The women picked second overall behind Grand Valley State, also ranked 20th nationally in the preseason rankings. So both teams with tremendous nucleuses back. They've added some great players in terms of incoming kids on the men's side, and on the women's side, one freshman, but she's been a nice addition. Had 9 points last night in Claire Erickson.
Yeah, Claire Erickson with certainly a great debut. And then you look at the addition of that freshman class, the freshman class that the Bulldogs had last year, and then you're able to bring back Maya Hiram. You're able to bring back Caden Blanchard. So you're bringing back two experienced players. So if you were to, in a way, count them as part of your recruiting class in terms of players that you did not have last year, Bulldog women's basketball team certainly looking really good with those additions. And then the men's basketball team with some great additions. Obviously, Deshaun Munson going to be really good. Jack Hammerman. So that's a great couple of guys, among others, that the Bulldogs have been able to bring in on the men's side.
Going to give a shout-out to Ben Davidson. Earned his 1,000th career point last night as a Ferris State Bulldog on the men's basketball side. Also, Olivia Henneman Delape recorded her 1,000th career kill last night for Ferris State volleyball. So two impressive milestones reached last night for both volleyball and men's basketball, respectively.
Yeah, it just really speaks to the ability of those players to really establish themselves and to really have remarkable consistency to be able to reach those kinds of marks.
We'll take one final 2-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll get the keys to the second half and get you ready for half number 2. Ferris State leads it 28-9. Back after this 2-minute break right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, Sunny 97.3 and Flow Sports. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you as the Bulldogs and the Warriors start to make their way back here to the playing surface. At least the Warriors are. A few Bulldog specialists out there right now. Some other players starting to make their way back from the locker room area across the field. And Sandy, some keys here for the Bulldogs really to control the second half of action.
Well, I think one thing, they probably want to make some adjustments to that running game. Wayne State was able to have some success in the running game, but they did a good job of mixing up some of their big plays, because they had some big plays in the passing game as well, but they really did a good job at times of running the football, and so the Bulldogs certainly want to clamp down on that. And right now, you know, Wayne State is 3 quarterbacks deep into its roster. I'm not sure that they intended to do that coming in, but they had a couple of injuries that kind of necessitated them going a little bit deeper into their quarterback depth chart. So with each quarterback that comes in, there's a different look that they give you. So Bulldogs want to see if they can continue to clamp down on that running game and really just try to get pressure in the backfield, be disruptive.
Ferris State, after that early field goal by Wayne State, the Bulldogs answered with a one-play 75-yard drive. Mitchell to Hunt Thompson from 75 yards away. And the Bulldogs had an early 7-3 lead after their first offensive series, jumped that up to 21-3. And eventually to 28-6 before Wayne State adds the field goal with just 3 seconds remaining in the first half. Heard the cannon go off. The Bulldogs back on the field and a chance to warm up here rather quickly before the second half begins. And the Bulldogs 1 half away from going back to the NCAA Division II football playoffs.
Yeah, they have got their eyes on the prize, and that's what they want to do.
Here, and we certainly know the outcome here at the end of this contest, but the Bulldogs expect to be back in the Division II playoffs with a win here today, and a couple minutes away from starting the second half.
Yep, that's what the Bulldogs are going to have to finish this one off before they can really start to think too much about what's going to happen in terms of the NCAA selection show. They got to do their part right now. And so it's just like being a part of a football team or being a part of any sports program or being a part of any team, is that you have to do your part and take care of the things that you can control. And what the Bulldogs can control right now is how they finish up this game and hopefully how impressively they can win this game to try to get some momentum if they're successful to winning this game heading into the playoffs. And then once you get into the playoffs, everybody is 0-0 and everybody has a chance to win a national championship.
Ferris State here in the second half of play. Bulldogs are going to get the football first here after Wayne State had the opportunity first with the football in the opening half of play. So the Bulldogs will get the football first. We'll wait and see how many guys they maybe elect to work into the lineup here in half number 2. Dressed a lot of guys here today, a lot of fresh score, 28-9.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne State, by virtue of being able to get those 3 field goals through the uprights, they've kept themselves here within, a reasonable striking distance here. They're still within 3 touchdowns of the Bulldogs. So if they're able to put some things together, then they got a chance to get even closer. So the Bulldogs right now are not in any position to take anything for granted just yet, as strong as the Bulldogs were in the first half. They still got some work to do to really finish this thing off and make sure that they cap their regular season on a high note with a big win. And so that's the focus of the Bulldogs right now, is to make sure that they lock in to be as effective as possible, get that 8th win of the regular season, and then look ahead to, we believe, a trip back to the NCAA Division II playoffs.
So Ferris State here huddled up as the Bulldogs special teams unit will gather here down at the 30-yard line. Jack Sugars, of course, a longtime Michigan high school football coach and a legend here, part of the coaching staff since Tony Anise took over here at Ferris State. Down there in the huddle, along with Coach Brian Rock here on the return unit. He kind of spearheads this kick return unit, which has got better and better here in the last few ball games here, with the addition of Sean Stevens in the return game. Brendan Swayjack as well, former Bulldog down there helping with this unit as they watch Wayne State kind of line up here before they release their guys to the field.
Yeah, SWAT is taking a look at their team right there and making sure that they're looking at what Wayne State is, how Wayne State is lining up. And the Bulldogs taking every bit of time that they can take right now, is whistle blowing right now, and the Bulldogs officials trying to hustle the Bulldogs out onto the field right here. Is team taking a long look right there, and Coach Rock and Coach Swat not overly happy with that official.
So the Bulldogs put Sean Stevens and C.J. Jefferson back deep here on the return unit here for Ferris State, as they will stand back inside their own 5-yard line. Stevens to the far side here as we look down from the press box, with Jefferson back to the near side here for Ferris State. So Wayne State to kick it away here from left to right. as we get the second half started with Ferris State in front 28-9 here in GLIAC football action. Milanovsky will kick this one away, and this one's going to be fielded here. Jefferson coming to get it is going to take it here for Ferris State. He's going to find a hole. He's coming with some speed here, turning back to the outside, and going to be dropped down here at the 39. Nice return here as CJ found a good hole, had a good burst of speed, but not able to clear that one or two men that might have broke him free.
Yeah, it looked like him and Sean Stevens were maybe competing for who was going to get that football on the kickoff right there. Boy, what a head of steam that C.J. Jefferson had right there. Boy, he was really hitting this stride. Wayne State fortunate to be able to slow him up a little bit, make him cut back before they were able to make a shoestring tackle.
Nonetheless, good field position here at the 39. Carson Golker gets the start at quarterback here in half number 2 as Markel King motions out of the backfield. Golker on the design run. Power back to the near side. Has a couple blockers ahead of him. Golker into Wildcat Warrior territory and down inside the 40-yard line.
Warriors, Wildcats, Bulldogs right there steamrolling the competition. They were looking to get blocks on everybody right there. Good job there by Brady Rose, Brendan Bankston. I see you got SWAT on my mind right now. But Bankston right there with a good lead block as well.
Golker in the gun here off the left side hash here for the Bulldogs. We'll give it off. It'll be King on the carry. Good burst of speed here to the outside. Shakes off one tackler, and he's a tough man to bring down here as he gets it to the 30. Of course, I said Wildcats. You forget I'm from Nebraska. I'm used to the Nebraska-Kearney Wayne State of Nebraska rivalry. They were the Wildcats.
I did not know. I did not know that. There is another Wayne State for our people in Detroit that across Michigan that might not realize that.
Hard to believe that was 20-plus years ago, though. I don't know if I can keep using that when Wayne State's been in our conference since I've been at Ferris State.
They have.
Golker in the gun here for the Bulldogs on second and a yard. Over the top, looking for Hunt Thompson, and he had to get rid of that one in a hurry. His pressure was coming from the backside. Incomplete, but third and short coming up.
Yeah, you could tell Carson Golker could feel that pressure coming in off the right side of the Bulldog offensive line. So good job there by Wayne State. Got a good jump off the ball, off the snap, and Carson, I think, was feeling that pressure right there and kind of hit a hot receiver going down the near sideline.
You're the Bulldogs. Coach Adise would like to get a good drive or two here and put some points on the board here. Maybe get a chance to get some of these key guys out of the contest here in the second half of play for the Bulldogs. Golker with Brady Rose in motion. It'll be Carson up the middle here for Ferris State off the left side. And maybe the second effort is going to put him very close. I'm not sure he got it yet, but it may be 4-down territory.
Yeah, he's going to be short by about a yard. Looked like he got back to the original line of scrimmage, but not much more. Bulldogs right now, we know what time it is right here.
So Golker will stay out there here. 4th down coming up for Ferris State. 4th and a yard for the Bulldogs. As Xavier Wade will line up back to the left side here in tight with Brady Rose. Hunt Thompson over to the wide side along with Jefferson. Markel King left side here at Golker. Wayne State with 7 right at the line of scrimmage. Golker up the middle here. Breaks through the hole. Up the middle. Golker to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs.
The classic problem when you go with a goal line defense. If you don't get him at that first layer or maybe the second layer, he is off to the races. And that's the price you pay for trying to stop a short yardage play from that far out. Carson Golker off to the races, another Bulldog touchdown.
Golker adds to his total 40-plus touchdowns in his Bulldog career. Just a sophomore here for Ferris State as he pushes the margin to 34-9 here on the opening drive of this second half with 13:07 to play in the third. Jewett off the hold from Rose. Steady Eddie on for the point after. It's up and good. Make it 35-9, and that's, I think, the statement Coach Neese may be looking for to start this second half of action.
Quite a statement right there. Bulldogs go for it on 4th down, and as we mentioned, goal line defense to try to stop the short yardage, and Carson Golker breaks through that initial push right there, and he was off to the races, and a huge touchdown right here for the Bulldogs to begin the second half.
Ferris State football live right here on Sunny 97.3, online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com and on Flow Sports. Nice crowd on hand here for Senior Day today. This game began earlier this afternoon under sunny skies. Clouds have kind of moved in right now, but fortunately been dry here for this contest this afternoon in the month of November.
Yeah, it's been a little bit overcast. As you mentioned, the clouds have moved in. And it's a little darkening just a little bit, but still, I tell you what, for this time of the year, great weather.
Ferris State to kick it away here as the Bulldogs will send out Mitch Middleton again here. The kickoff team out there here for the Bulldogs as Ferris State takes a 35-9 lead here after a 5-play 61-yard drive for the Bulldogs took 1 minute and 46 seconds, and Gulker scores. He caps it from 30 yards out here for the Bulldogs. So Middleton tees it up here for Ferris State from right to left. Here come the Bulldogs as Gulker scores for Ferris State. This one's going to be fielded by Warren back in the end zone, and he's going to take a knee. Thought once or twice about it, took the knee. And the Warriors will start here at the 25.
Yeah, wise decision right there to just take not really much there, and the way that ball was carrying back here. Officials having a conversation, and they do agree that it's a touchback.
Major Dedman out there for Ferris State was trying to signal safety, but they're not going to get the winning edge of that call. Here will be a fair catch called. And right at the 25-yard line, he was close to coming out with it. So
yeah, I think they're saying that sometimes what they'll give you is that the momentum of the reception off the kick carries you back into the end zone, then they'll let you get that touchback. So that would have not been good for Wayne State.
Jaden Waddell gets the start again here at quarterback in half number 2 for the Warriors. Looking to throw on the outside screen to Warren. Warren turns out to the outer edge and gets some good yardage here for the Warriors. Out to about the 33-yard line. Got a good spot here. It'll be second and short coming up here for Wayne State.
Apparently he was able to dance down that sideline there and picked up a couple of extra yards, so he got about 8 on that play.
So gets it out to the 33 here as Waddell will look back over to the Wayne State sideline. Off the left side hash with Twins to the right side. One man left. He's got Sterling behind him here in the offensive backfield. Warren moves in motion. He'll give it off to Sterling, the big fullback here, and he powers forward. He's got the first down out to the 39. Late flag thrown.
This is going to be a helmet-to-helmet, I think.
So we'll wait and see here as the officials will hustle in here, and we'll wait and see if they take a look at this one or not, as Justin Payout came in late.
It wasn't helmet-to-helmet, but it was a hit. It was contact to the head. But, I mean, it was with the shoulder. So, I mean, if you're coming in and guys falling down, sometimes stuff happens. So we'll see how the officiating crew sorts this one out.
See if maybe it was a late hit or not. They're still having the discussion here as we try to pick it up down on the field. Still no signal yet, and it looks like they may be going to take a look at this one over in the replay tent.
I believe that was Justin Payout that came in with the hit.
Personal foul, targeting.
Yeah, it was a targeting call here against Ferris State. On Payout here, and this
they're going to go take a look at this one.
This not going to be a call that the Bulldogs are going to like here. Of course, if it happens in the first half, you're out the rest of the game. If it happens in the second half, are you out the next game is the question.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we're just a little into the second half of this game, and so they're going to take a look right here. And again, I don't think it's an ejection type of situation there, but I can kind of understand the penalty, the 15 yards, but yeah, that's it's just, it's a tough rule, and it's so subjective to try to figure it out.
They're over there in the replay tent next to the Wayne State sideline. New replay tent put up at the last home game here as the officials walk in, take a look at it. That
didn't take long.
They're coming out quick. At least one guy is coming out quick.
Oh, here comes his partner right here. So
they are coming out quick, taking a quick glance at each other, maybe talking about it just a little bit, and we'll see what the end result is going to be here from down on the field.
This is where your concern right here is an ejection. That's the big concern right here. The penalty, I'm sure, is going to stand. So now you just
after review, there is no foul for targeting on the play. The result of the play is a first down.
So no penalty here issued for targeting, so a first down out of it here for Wayne State. No penalty, so it keeps the football here at the 39-yard line.
Well, I go back to my original call that I did not think it was targeting, and so the officials took a look at it, quick look, and decided to essentially pick it up.
Waddell in the gun here for the Warriors. Motions out Sterling out of the offensive backfield. Back to throw, looking deep downfield here. Into double coverage and picked off by Sean Stevens again here for the Bulldogs. Stevens up the sideline, ran out of bounds, but he gets another INT here for Ferris State. His third in 2 weeks here for the Bulldogs.
Boy, Sean Stevens is on defense like the old cheat codes from the old Nintendo Entertainment System there, as he just finds a way to get to the ball right there. This ball badly overthrown, and this is easy. It was just a matter of who was going to come away with the interception. And in this case, once again, it's number 7, Sean Stevens, who continues to add to his interception total.
So Ferris State takes over with the football at the Bulldog 42-yard line as Mitchell will come out here on this series here for Ferris State with 12:17 to play here in this third quarter. So the Bulldogs will line up here. Senior day for Malik Mitchell as King will motion out. Empty backfield here for Leak as he drops back to throw. Pressure coming. He steps up in the pocket. Now on the move. Late throw here, and he hooks up with his target. I think it's C.J. Jefferson. Good for a first down into Wayne State territory.
Boy, he was right near the line of scrimmage, and he had a good radar for the line of scrimmage as he did not get the illegal forward pass.
Might have been able to run with it, but instead found Jefferson good for the first down to the Wayne State 43-yard line. Trips left side here for the Bulldogs as Mitchell walks back up to the line here facing a 4-man front. Ferris State with a 35-9 lead looking to build here early in the third. Mitchell looking downfield here and hooks up with Hunt Thompson on the sideline. Good for a first down here to the 31-yard line.
Good comeback route there by Tyrese Hunt Thompson. And great throw right there on a string by Malik Mitchell.
So Ferris State moving the chains again here as the Bulldogs get it down to the 31. First down and 10 here for the Ferris State offense, which has put together a nice performance here today. Trips left side here for the Bulldogs. Mitchell going to give it off here on the sweep. It's Markel King here to the outside. King down inside the 20 to the 15 and finally wrestled down on the sideline. All right, about the 13-yard line here. It'll be first down in the red zone here for the Bulldogs.
Had Malik Mitchell running downfield to block for him. Good block on the outside by C.J. Jefferson as well.
Ferris State quickly back to the line of scrimmage here as the Bulldogs speed it up. Mitchell will take the snap. He gives it off to King again. Inside the 10 to the 5. Down to the 3-yard line here.
Ooh, he ran up on Tyrese Hunt Thompson.
We'll see if Tyrese looks to be okay. I think he's back up and on his feet.
Yep.
So
yeah, he did jump back up there. So good to see right there. Sometimes when your receivers are blocking, you don't see the action coming to you, and sometimes the action pops up on you real quick.
So Ferris State has it. First down and goal here for the Bulldogs with 10:30 to go in the third. The Bulldogs knocking on the door again. Here trying to score for the second time here in this second half already. Mitchell with 12 on the play clock. King to his left will motion out. Empty backfield here with trips to the right side. Malik stands in the pocket now on the design run. Bounces right side to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Yeah, it started out going to the left and popped back to the right for a touchdown. Great job there by Malik Mitchell to finish off another drive. Bulldogs eclipse the 40-point mark.
41-9 Ferris State. Malik Mitchell. The Bulldogs have went empty a couple times here today, and Mitchell's been able to score both times here for Ferris State as the Warriors have not had the answer here on the quarterback run game.
Yeah, it's been really tough for them. Bulldogs have just been able to continue to pound away with the running game.
Ferris State quickly 14 points on the board here in the third quarter as Jewett adds the point after, and it's 42-9, and exactly what the Bulldog coaching staff wanted coming out of halftime with a 28-9 lead.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to see. Bulldogs to come out efficient, sharp, focused, and to really set a good tone right here just to dispel any thoughts that Wayne State might have that they could somehow continue to chip away at that Bulldog lead. Bulldogs with a couple of big touchdowns here, and now you look up 42-9.
All Ferris State here this afternoon as the Bulldogs will get set to kick it away as the kickoff unit heads out there here for the Bulldogs. It'll be Middleton again here for Ferris State as the Bulldogs, the 42-9 lead, live right here in the third quarter of action as we approach the top of the hour, 3 o'clock, right here on Sunny 97.3 and online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. As the Bulldog kickoff team kicking off from right to left. Back deep is Warren here again here for Wayne State. He's got Deion Brown back there next to him here on the far side of the formation here for the Warriors. Bulldogs have quieted the Wayne State sideline here in half number 2. Good contingent of Warrior fans over there behind their sideline as well here this afternoon. Kickoff a little bit shorter here, going to be fielded by Warren. This one returnable from the 5-yard line here for the Warriors as he hits the hole. And still on his feet, bouncing outside and finally wrestled down here right near the 30-yard line. And that's where the Warrior offense will come out and start this next series.
A great job by the Bulldog coverage team getting down, but solid return by Wayne State.
5 plays, 58 yards for the Bulldogs. Took 2 minutes and 8 seconds as Mitchell found the end zone from 3 yards away here for his second score of the afternoon here for the Ferris State Bulldogs. The Bulldog defense comes back out. Oladipo back out there at defensive end. We haven't seen a whole lot of him here today, or at least called his name here for the Bulldogs. He's back in there up front here for Ferris State along with Des Lance on the opposite side. Warriors give it off. Waddell on the keeper here, running right at Oladipo, and not much room to run here. Couple yards on the near side. It popped out here, and the Bulldogs pick it up, and they've got it at the 27-yard line. That one scored it out, and somehow Ferris State comes away with it. I think it was Major Dedman that picked it up.
Yeah, Major Dedman came in there. He was the one that was in there and kind of had his hand on the ball right there. Bulldogs are sending the offense out. Wayne State is not in any hurry for its offense to leave the field right now. The officials seem a little bit uncertain right now.
Bulldog offense is out there. Now Wayne State.
Wayne State's going to have to do something. Wayne State, we got two offenses out here right now.
Wayne State.
Oh, it is Ferris ball.
I think the challenge flag is coming out from Tyrone Wheatley, it looks like, over there on the sideline. So it looks like this one's going to be reviewed here with 9:51 to play in the third period. So
we just missed the replay right there. But I think obviously the key is going to be he was held up. And his progress was stopped. The whistle had not blown. Wayne State was pretty adamant, the players on the field, that he was down by contact. However, the Bulldog players on the field were probably equally as adamant as the offense was coming out that he was not down by contact, and that was indeed a good fumble recovery by Major Dedman. So we'll see how this one is sorted out.
So the officials will go over to the replay tent. They went over there quickly last time on the targeting call. That did not take them long. We'll see how long it takes them here on this one. Again, they have the coaches' angles here. We had this discussion with Coach Anise postgame last week at Davenport in play where the Bulldogs had a touchdown that got negated to Xavier Wade early in the game in the back of the end zone. The TV replays probably might have had a chance of overturning that one down at Davenport, but they're getting the coaches' angles here, which are maybe some subpar cameras compared to what our Ferris State television crew can use.
And let's remember that the ruling right now is that it's a turnover. So you're going to have evidence that's going to overturn that. And so we're taking a look at the replay right now. And he was on top of another player, and it looked like the ball came out. My gut feeling is that was a good call because it looks like he was on top of some guys. So we're looking at the replay right here. Excellent job here by Ferris Television. You can see Major Dedman already with a hand on the ball, and that ball looks like it's already moving before he's down. So my gut feeling is that there's not enough to overturn the call.
So we will wait and see. We give Ferris State the football at the 27-yard line of Wayne State, but will there be enough to overturn it or not? Now all of a sudden the officials that are still out there are moving the football. So they're going to move it back to about the 33.
So while they're looking at that, I will say one game that we've been keeping our eye on, Indianapolis 28-0 over Southwest Baptist. And so Indianapolis trying to hang on to that earned access spot in the top 8 as the referee comes out here. So that's a game that we'll certainly keep our eye on. It could have an implication.
After review, the ruling of fumble and recover by Ferris State stands as called. Number 1,
Ferris State football.
Ferris recovered the ball
picked it up for
on the ground.
From the official
It'll
down
be first
there.
and 10.
Offense was already out there.
Ferris at the 33-yard line.
It stands as called, so that means not enough to really overturn it, as you said.
Yeah, so that original call, that's the thing that really is the game changer, because if you want to read into words, he says stands as called, that's probably indicative that not enough evidence to overturn.
Trinidad Chambliss will come out at quarterback here for Ferris State. So Wayne State, I think, going to use its timeout and the challenge. They're going to be issued the timeout and the challenge as they did not win the call. So 2 timeouts remaining here for the Warriors. Chambliss takes over here for Ferris State with the ball at the 33. Bulldogs here going to give it off up the middle. It'll be Markel King with some speed. Back to the outside, and he's got it all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
Flag.
And we do have a flag back at the 29.
Of course we do.
It was a nice run by Markel King. He's really given the Bulldogs somewhat of an offensive spark here in recent weeks out of the backfield.
Yeah, it's just tough right there. There was a hold a little bit at the end, but I think they called one a little bit closer to where the line of scrimmage was.
I think they called it off to the left side of that offensive line. Might have been Travis Miracle or someone right on that left side of the line.
There was a little bit of a hold there.
So right off that left side behind Lawrence Sitar and Travis Miracle, 2 guys that have done a nice job really manning down that left side of the line here in recent weeks for Ferris State. Chambliss fakes the give, throws it outside on the screen to C.J. Jefferson, and wrestled down quickly here at the 35. Got some of that penalty yardage back. here for Ferris State. So this will set up second and about 11 or 12 yards to go here for the Bulldogs.
So you're right. They get a big chunk of that right here. Just a quick little swing pass out here to C.J. Jefferson, trying to get him in space. And good tackle there from behind, kind of a necktie tackle there as they bring him down.
Looks like Tim Anderson in there at center right now here for Ferris State on this offensive series as Chambliss points out the protection here for Ferris State. Play clock at 10 here as the Bulldogs will walk back up to the line here on 2nd and 12 from the 35. Chambliss takes the snap, looking to throw quickly here, and a diving grab made. No, they're going to call it incomplete.
Housey.
I was trying to find Housey here right at the 31. So it'll be 3rd and long coming up here for the Bulldogs in what could be 4-down territory with where they're at and where the score stands here at 42-9.
Yeah, Chambliss right there with the pressure coming from pretty much all angles, trying to hit his hot receiver right there, just a little low on that throw to Jeremiah Housey.
Twins to both sides here for Chambliss. He's got King to his right here in the offensive backfield. Some movement.
Free play.
The Bulldogs may have a free play. Here's Chambliss over the top trying to find Housey coming back to the football, and maybe could have called another one right here. He might have stepped out of bounds. Otherwise, we could have had a penalty down inside the 5 as well.
Yeah, official threw his hat. So Bulldogs did indeed have a free play.
5-yard penalty.
Offsides here against Wayne State. 5-yard penalty here. We'll keep it at 3rd down, though. But 3rd and a little more manageable distance here for Ferris State as the ball moves down right to about the 30-yard line. They need to get it down to about the 23 to pick up the first down here. So it'll be 3rd and call it about 6 or 7 yards to go here for Ferris State. Chambliss, quick snap, quick throw. Able to hook up with Amari O'Brien. He's got the first down and then some. Down the sideline. One man to beat, but another flag coming in late here for Ferris State.
That's going to be either a hold or a block in the back. And that's going to, wherever they spot it, that's going to take away a first down no matter where they spot it.
So we'll wait and see the outcome here. It was 3rd down, so Wayne State probably going to take the penalty, move the Bulldogs back. Otherwise, would have been a first down pickup for Ferris State.
Looks like where they're going to mark it off from.
Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It will remain 3rd down.
It looks like the 15.
Thought he said from the spot of the foul.
So the Bulldogs do pick up some yardage. That's going to be about 3rd and 2 now.
So it'll be at the 25 here. So, yeah, 3rd and a couple yards to go here for Ferris State. So Bulldogs quickly lining right back up here with trips to the left side. One man to the right here for Chambliss. Chambliss going to fake the give up the middle and going to end up short. Was kind of undercut here as he tried to step to the right. So 4th down now here for Ferris State.
Yeah, Bulldogs had a lot going on right there as they tried to fake the give. And then it was kind of a slow developing play there, and Wayne State Bulldogs not able to get that one block that they needed right there that would have got the first down for sure. So let's see what the Bulldogs draw up here on 4th and 2.
8 minutes left here in the 3rd period, a 42-9 lead. 4th and 2 here from the 25 here of Wayne State against the 4-man front. Chambliss with twins right here for Ferris State. Power to the left here as he is going to pick up the first down, hurdles a man and gets it down inside the 20. It'll be a first down in the red zone here again for the Bulldogs.
You got to do a flag check first all the time just to make sure. But that was a great job. You called it power to the left side, and a couple of lead blockers right there. Great blocking off the edge, containing the outside, and plenty of room for Trinidad Chambliss.
Ferris State on the move again here in this 3rd period of play. The Bulldogs have outscored the Warriors 14. Jefferson moves in motion. Chambliss to throw. Sets it up for King on the outside screen, and he gets it down inside the 15. That'll keep the clock moving here at the 13 after about a 3 or 4 yard pickup.
Yeah, good job. Good composure by Trinidad Chambliss. Wayne State again came with heavy pressure. Bulldogs able to pick it up, so good faith in his offensive line and just deliver that pass to the hot receiver outside.
Wayne State, this team playing a lot of young guys. We've seen a few other teams in the GLIAC like that. Northern Michigan this season. A lot of freshmen seeing action here for the Warriors here later in the season. Chambliss going to give it off to King right up the middle. Cuts back to the near side. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job there by the spectacular Markel King. Explosive, quick, getting to the end zone, getting to the edge, and a great job right there on this touchdown right there. Bulldogs just with a straight give and good blocking on the edge. Bulldogs might have got away with a little bit of a tug right there, but Markel King does the rest as he gets into the end zone.
So Ferris State adds some more points here to the scoreboard to make it 48-9. Here is Eddie Jewett on for the point after here for the Bulldogs again. TJ Railing, the senior out of Grant, to snap. Brady Rose to hold here for Ferris State. Good snap, good hold, good kick here for Jewett. It's up and good to make it 49-9. All Bulldogs here in this third period.
Yeah, it's been a domination by the Bulldogs here in the third period as they are rolling right now, up by 40 on the scoreboard.
Ferris State playing what is maybe some of its best football here in the last couple weeks, and really like a team that is going to be a tough out here in the Division II playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, the key is to get into the playoffs right now, and the Bulldogs are certainly fortifying their case to make it to the playoffs here. So Bulldogs looking really good right now.
Ferris State to kick it away here as the Bulldogs have worked some new guys even into the kickoff unit here this afternoon. A few new guys out there here as they continue to rotate some guys here into the contest. Bulldog football live right here in the regular season finale. Hard to believe we're already to week 11, week 10, at least according to the Bulldog record once this one's all said and done. Of course, had the one bye week earlier in the year, but hard to believe we're already at this stage of the season talking playoffs again coming up.
Yep, talking playoffs here, and as we continue to scoreboard watch and we speculate about what some of our opponents could be, and that's a good position to be in because it means that the Bulldogs have done what they need to do to put themselves in position to make the postseason again.
Ferris State to kick it away here as the Bulldogs have it teed up. Middleton will boot this one forward here for the Bulldogs. Going to be fielded by Warren here back at the 5 here for the Warriors. Up the hole, found a hole. Still on his feet, running hard here out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Good return right there. Another good return by Wayne State as they're able to get some good field position, but it's been tough sledding for this Wayne State team against this Bulldog defense.
Ferris State working some new guys out there here defensively as the Bulldogs come on with some new personnel here on the defensive side of the football. Lamont Gordon out there, I think, is one of the defensive backs here for Ferris State, a freshman. Also on here is Eric Jackson wearing number 15 here this afternoon for the Bulldogs. Ralph Donaldson at one corner spot as they run it up the middle. Brett Fillion right there to make the stop here for Ferris State, along with help from some others.
So Bulldogs right now, Wayne State still continuing to run that football. Bulldogs getting close to that 6-minute mark of the third quarter here, and so Bulldogs want to continue to keep this team out of the end zone.
Ferris State here gives up about 4 yards here. It'll be second, call it about 6 yards to go after a 6-play, 33-yard drive set up on the fumble. And Markel King scored from 14 yards away here for Ferris State. Waddell in the gun here for Wayne State. Back to throw here on second down to the outside on the screen. Sterling hauls it in, and he's a tough guy to bring down. The Bulldogs are going to take about 8 or 9 guys to bring him down here as he gets it to the 40.
So, yeah, that forward progress. Looks like they're going to give him the 41. So forward progress going to put him to within about a yard of a first down here.
Just shy of the first down marker here as this sets up third down and a yard to go here for Wayne State. And an official timeout here is one of the Bulldogs down on the play, and Brett Knight will have to come out and take a look at one of the Bulldogs. We'll wait and see who that is here for Ferris State. I think that's Tariq Brett, a little slow to get up, but back up and under his own power here. The Bulldogs could ill afford to lose another defensive back here this season.
No, they've been really injury hit, and some of these guys, some of these converted guys and some of these young guys have stepped up. Tariq Brett, one of those guys that's really stepped up over the course of this season.
Of course, Ferris State here today, the Bulldogs with some new guys out there. Tariq Brett, one of those guys that was a slot receiver, moved to the defensive side of the ball. Bulldogs have, I think at one point in this series, I saw Braden Childress out there here on the defensive side of the football, the Big Rapids product.
They got a first down here, pending a flag.
So another flag thrown here, and we'll wait and see who this one is going to be on.
That's going to be holding right here. Already seen the signal from the umpire, and usually when the umpire throws a flag.
Offense, number 69. 10-yard penalty, third down.
Play. Instead of 3rd and 1, that's a big penalty here for the Warriors.
That's a huge penalty. They're going to mark it off from the original line of scrimmage, so this is going to be 3rd and 11 now.
Bulldogs with Marquis Jones in there on the defensive line. We mentioned Brett Fillion. I think it's Noah Kendall in there as well here at defensive end for Ferris State. That'd be Toby McPhee on the other side here for the Bulldogs. Ferris State showing blitz here. Waddell with 4 receivers in the formation here on 3rd and 11. Empty backfield, back to throw. Now takes off, delivers it, and hauled in for a first down.
Big time catch there.
Nice tackle by Lamont Gordon, but a first down pickup here after the 45.
Yeah, he had to climb the ladder to go up and get it and pulled it down, knowing that the hit was coming soon. So great job here, pick and catch. Good job stepping up in the pocket, delivering that nice pass downfield just beyond the first down marker.
So the Bulldogs have elected to go with some younger guys here defensively on this series with a commanding 49-9 lead here late in this third quarter. And, you know, the Bulldogs would love to pitch another second-half shutout here today.
They definitely do not want to see any more points on that board. Definitely not a touchdown.
Waddell will give it off to Sterling on the left side sweep, and he powers forward into Ferris State territory to the 49. Good for 6 here on the pickup. Here as the Bulldogs will rotate some new guys in there on the defensive line. Deontay Tatum and Cam Moore will check on here for Ferris State up front.
And the one thing the Bulldogs do like is that if they are going to continue to run the football and get 2-3 yards here, they're going to chew up a lot of time off the clock.
So Waddell has it, second and call it 4 here from the Ferris State 49. Man in motion is Warren. Here as they give it off to Sterling again, and the Bulldogs have to go low to tackle him. And Dawson Booker able to make the stop here. Got a couple, but did not get a whole lot, so it'll be third down coming up and short again here for the Warriors.
You mentioned that they went low to kind of hit him in there. And he kind of tumbled over there a little bit and got to within a couple of yards of a first down. So big third down conversion here for Wayne State. Even with a great kicker, still not in field goal range yet. Maybe 4-down territory, maybe not.
3rd and 2 from the 47 here on the Ferris State half. Warriors going to give it off to Sterling again, and the Bulldogs go low again, and they stop him for no gain.
Yeah, they hit him right there. Good, solid tackle right there to hold him up, and the cavalry came here as Wayne State feeling good about that running game right there. Good job by the Bulldogs, getting a good surge up front. Look at that tackle.
Dawson Booker again. That was almost like a high school wrestling move right there. Went for the single leg as he brings him down.
Yeah, this is just great work, great penetration. Look at Booker right there. Good shoulder right there into him, holding him up right there. That's a big physical running back.
They'll keep it out there offensively here on 4th and 2 from the Ferris State 47 here with 2:40 to play in the third. It'll be Sterling again. He's got the first down this time as he bounced back to the right. It collapsed to the left. He came back right and picked up the first down.
Yeah, good job right there to keep those legs chopping, and he was able to get the first down. So Bulldogs deny him on 3rd down, but not quite on 4th down. Bulldogs did get some penetration off the edge, but good momentum carries him forward for the first down.
And Ferris State volleyball coming your way tonight, 5 p.m. match time. The Bulldogs hosting Northern Michigan in the regular season finale. Followed by Ferris State hockey is 7:07 p.m. puck drop against Minnesota State tonight. High throw and almost intercepted right there on the far side by Booker.
Yeah, Booker saw that swing pass coming right there as they motioned the running back out a little bit farther behind where the quarterback was. So the Bulldogs did a good job of reading that one.
A little extracurricular activity over there. One of the Warriors kind of got in Booker's face. He was not too pleased. As it was a high throw. And
that was a borderline lateral right there, too.
I think Booker was a little upset that he was kind of getting tackled as he tried to reach the arm up. So, nonetheless, it'll be second and call it about 13 yards to go here for Wayne State. Down marker moved about 3 yards in front of where the line of scrimmage is. They get it back now here. Is
a little excited there.
Waddell on the screen and intercepted by Ferris State. Chance at a return here for the Bulldogs and back into Warrior territory. Inside the 40, the Bulldogs get yet another turnover here in this second half.
Yeah, tip drill. The Bulldogs with another pick right here. So I tell you what, Bulldogs have had so many picks this season. Sean Stevens, of course, been right in the mix of that one. And boy, the defense is loving that. Look at that defense down there.
That's a freshman, I believe. Lamont Gordon with the INT here for Ferris State as he picked it up off the tip and gets it back here to the Warrior 35 to give Ferris State the football back with 1:47 to play in the third period.
Well, they're happy for the young fella right there. He's got that turnover belt.
He's got it for the first time in his Bulldog career. First of what we hope is many more times here for some of these young Bulldogs.
Well, that's a great, boy, you know that's a great feeling. I love it that NCAA allowing some of these young guys to get a chance to play.
First down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. They send a man in motion. Chambliss back to throw here. To the outside, he's got Jefferson. Jefferson down inside the 20 and ran out of bounds here as he'll have it in the red zone. Another first down here for the Bulldogs all the way down to about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, great work. Boy, what a great defensive play right there. And then This replay here, great job there by Trinidad Chambliss, continuing to throw the ball well. This is valuable time here for Trinidad Chambliss, a young quarterback with a bright future.
1:28 to play here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs on the move here. First down and 10 for Ferris State, trying to add on to a 49-9 lead here over the Warriors. Chambliss in the gun. Gonna throw it to the outside. And
nice tackle.
Nice open field tackle made there by the Warriors as he hooked up with Housey, I believe, over there on the far side of the field, and could not keep his footing right there at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great tackle there as Wayne State able to get in there and kind of read that. And, boy, you get in those one-on-one situations right there, and you got to find a way to just make something happen.
So call it second and about 12 yards to go here for the Bulldogs. Inside of a minute remaining here in the third quarter as the Bulldogs trying to add yet another score here with the play of Chambliss at quarterback. Trips left side here in a 4-receiver set. Knighton to the left side here at Chambliss as the Bulldogs send a man in motion. Trinidad right up the middle, avoids the first tackle, and comes back to the left side and gets it down inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Trinidad Chambliss, he is a hard guy to get a good, hard, clean hit on. I don't know, he just has a radar for clean hits right there as a design quarterback run, and a couple of guys had a crack at him right there, and he just avoids the big hit as he just keeps pushing his way downfield for a more manageable third down.
I think the Bulldogs pretty content to run the time away here in this third quarter. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. Ferris State leads it 49-9. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds right here on Sunny 97.3 and Flow Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris State football coverage. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you here from Top Taggart Field. We start the fourth quarter of play where the Bulldogs have a 49-9 lead over Wayne State here in GLIAC football action as Ferris State tries to close out the regular season with another impressive win. The Bulldogs right now in control here against the Warriors.
Yeah, Bulldogs trying to finish off this drive here, but you mentioned that Bulldogs in firm control right now. Just want to protect that football and keep it moving downfield.
Bulldogs here making some changes here again in terms of the offensive line. Ferris State through three quarters, 516 yards of total offense here for the Bulldogs today, 268 on the ground and 248 in the air. Here's Chambliss dropping back to throw, looking for James Gilbert. No, he throws it short instead to O'Brien.
Just short. Ooh, that's not a good spot right there. I thought he got closer to maybe the one, maybe inside the one.
No, they're going to mark it back near the 2 or the 3, but nonetheless, it'll be first and goal coming up here for the Bulldogs. Nice throw from Chambliss to O'Brien on the out pattern. Here as he was kind of
you're right.
Dragging the knee maybe.
Yeah, he might have, but not a bad call. Still thought maybe it was closer to the 1, but not much to quibble about at this stage, up 49-9 and still just a 1 yard difference.
Chambliss in the gun here for Ferris State, takes down the snap, gives it off to Zamir Knighton, and nothing doing here as the Warriors read that one. Might have lost a yard here back outside of the 3 to the 4. So it'll be second and goal coming up here for Ferris State.
See, that 1 yard did matter. Might have got a little bit closer right there, but Bulldogs right now trying to pound away here. But some young guys in the lineup right here, and interesting to see how the Bulldogs continue to attack here.
Ferris State, some changes up front here on the offensive line. That unit's done a great job here this afternoon. Trips to the right side. Empty backfield here for Chambliss. Chambliss left side to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, just a little bit of a drop step back and just a quick burst. And too many guys do it better than Trinidad Chambliss as he exploded into the end zone.
It was 28-9 to start the second half. The Bulldogs with a 55-9 lead now here, just a minute gone by in the fourth period of play.
Sure, that Chambliss right there is some of the reserves. Many of the reserves are in the game, but the beat goes on for this Bulldog offense.
So Ferris State line it up here for the point after as Jewett back out there here for the Bulldogs has had a busy afternoon. Actually, it's Middleton this time, and it's up and good, so it did not matter. Middleton takes over the place kicking chores and finishes that one off here for the Bulldogs.
Good job. Middleton, of course, got some work earlier in the season when Eddie Jewett was out, and so the Dogs right now feel confident they have two kickers that can get it done.
Of course, Jewett has been one of the best kickers in the country here for the Bulldogs in the last couple of years. Key part of that national championship team a year ago as a freshman, but then Middleton came on. You mentioned it earlier. Eddie was hurt earlier this year. Middleton actually holds the stadium record for most PATs made, I believe 10 for 10 or 11 for 11. One of the two after the big win over Northern Michigan here on homecoming.
That was a huge performance right there, and but it certainly is great to have Eddie Jewett back. Of course, Bulldog fans may remember Eddie had the huge field goal in the win over Grand Valley last year in the playoffs that put the Bulldogs ahead for good as they were able to finish off that game and advance in the NCAA playoffs.
6 plays, 35 yards, took 2 minutes and 59 seconds for Chambliss to score from 3 yards out.
Bulldogs being ready to kick it off right here, 56-9. As we look at some of those numbers at the end of the third quarter, Bulldogs with a defensive effort holding Wayne State to just a little over, shade over 200 yards of total offense here as that kickoff going to be fielded at the 9.
At the 9-yard line, here come the Warriors on the return, and they find a hole. Flag thrown, of course, here as Warren gets it out to the 30. Bulldogs had number 90 kicking off. I think that might be Levi Tuinstra, the only other kicker on our roster here for Ferris State. I think he might have changed jersey numbers late on us. That tends to happen on occasion.
Every once in a while that does happen. The official that was right there with the kickoff team threw that flag looking toward the return team. So
during the return, holding, return team, number 50, 10-yard penalty, first down.
We'll get some younger guys in there here in the defensive secondary again as Trey Rigby mans one corner spot here for Ferris State on the near sideline. Bulldogs, of course, into some of the triple-digit numbers now, at least in terms of 3 guys wearing the same uniform. Maybe not today here, but over the course of the season. Third number 0 out there here for the Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, the NCAA really opened up something, allowing people to wear that number 0 because I think a lot of people want to get their hands on it.
Opened up something here to make statistics a little more challenging as well with the freshman edition here. As Wayne State looking over the top, that one almost intercepted. No flags back deep. We do have one right near the line of scrimmage, so we'll have to wait and see if this is on the Bulldogs or on Wayne State.
That's thrown on the outside right there, so it's an interesting flag here.
One of the Bulldogs jumped over there on the left side. Was he drawn or not? Apparently
They're
not.
Saying not. So usually where that was thrown, you would expect an offsides penalty or a false start of some kind, but to play advanced, you would expect offside. So Bulldogs give Wayne State a free 5.
So another penalty here on the Bulldogs. 10th penalty of the afternoon here for Ferris State, I believe. As the Bulldogs had 9 through 3 quarters of action. It'll be 1st and 5 here from the 25. As the Warriors going to keep it on the ground. They'll go to Sterling again. Chased down from behind. Good work by the Bulldogs coming in from behind. Jalen Stevens, Braden Childress, Marquis Jones all in there near the bottom of the play.
Yeah, that's going to cost them probably a yard there. It looks like the Bulldogs got a loss of 1 right there on that play. Good work defensively up front.
Mentioned Braden Childress. We had a chance. We didn't get to his interview during the pregame show, but caught up with him during our media session the other day. And he's a Big Rapids native, plays tight end, H-back, but also playing some on the defensive side of the football here for the Bulldogs. Ball thrown to the outside, and that one incomplete. Chance maybe for an interception over there, but incomplete pass.
Yeah, Braden, of course, with that Childress family that has not only roots in Big Rapids, but they have roots in Baldwin as well. And, of course, Brandon Childress, really good wide receiver for us for a few years after coming into the program. And so great family and really great to see Braden get a chance to get out here and contribute.
12:59 to play here in the fourth quarter of action. It'll be 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Warriors. As Waddell stands in the pocket. He's been out there most of the afternoon here after a couple early injuries at quarterback here for Wayne State. Back to throw here. Pressure coming. He alludes to the right. Looking downfield. He's got a big man. Sterling wide open. in Bulldog territory and finally brought down near the 20-yard line. They went over the top. The Bulldogs were playing the run, and he was able to beat Ferris State downfield.
Yeah, he did a good job of kind of sneaking out of the backfield and just getting downfield. And sometimes a broken play turns out to be good for the offensive team, as he was able to get downfield and had a couple of guys running downfield, tight end running downfield, and nice job there by Wayne State sneaking him out of the backfield. Nice throw, too.
So the Warriors have it in the red zone here, first down and 10 at the 20-yard line, as Waddell will stand up here on the right side hash mark with a man left side of him here in the backfield. Twins left as Warren moves in motion back to the short side. They'll give it off on the carry to the right, and a good forward progress here as they get it down near the 12-yard line on the handoff here to Tyus, and that'll set up second and short.
Bulldogs getting some fresh bodies in there on the defensive line. They still owe one person out of the lineup here, so Bulldogs 3 fresh bodies on the defensive line.
So Wayne State here in the gun. Waddell looks back to the Warrior sideline as Wayne State trailing Ferris State 56-9. It's been a Bulldog shutout here in the second half. And you know, defensive coordinator Ryan Hodges wants to keep it that way here for the Bulldogs. Waddell will fake the give, looking on the slant across the middle. Flag thrown, I believe, right near the line of scrimmage. That one incomplete. Good coverage by the Bulldogs in the defensive secondary.
Flag was thrown, and we'll see what the verdict is going to be. That ball was kind of a dangerous throw over the middle. Put it in jeopardy of...
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense, number 51. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Been called 2 or 3 times here today, so
that one is not super hurtful. Cost the Bulldogs a down in a few yards.
So this will set up here first down and 10 now for the Warriors inside the 10-yard line, all the way down. It looks like to about the 7. It's first and goal here from the 7. As they send a man in motion, they'll give it off to the near side and into the end zone. Touchdown Warriors here as they get the score to the outside on the carry for Wayne State. It was Deion Brown Jr., the wideout, who came in motion here back to the wide side.
So Wayne State finally gets into the end zone here. It's been knocking on the door a few times, albeit maybe from a little bit of a distance, but they finally get into the end zone.
So the Warriors will cut this margin to 56-15. Here is Brown found the end zone here on the sweep to the left. And now the extra point try coming up here for Wayne State. Of course, Warriors playing on the road here in the GLIAC. You're kind of held to that 58-man travel roster, so
it's tough. Not
a lot of room to maneuver here. A lot of these guys playing a lot of snaps here against the Bulldogs this afternoon.
Yeah, you think about that too. You wonder about it sometimes in the sense that a chance to maybe avoid some injuries and some wear and tear on student athletes if you're able to bring a few more guys.
Of course, now with some of the new rulings, you can play more freshmen, so it'll give some guys maybe more of an opportunity to play if you can play some guys on the road, which Ferris State has had to do a couple times this season. Maybe not on the road, but they've played some freshmen here and got them some snaps here at home.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it as an opportunity situation as well to get some young guys a chance and get some guys that have maybe been in the program for a few years a chance to play. So who knows, maybe someday we'll see an adjustment to that rule.
56-16 our score here is the extra point up and good as Ferris State in control here with 11:28 to play, but Wayne State finds some new life there as the Warriors get on the board here for the first time in the second half. As we move to the GLIAC scoreboard, Saginaw Valley State in the fourth quarter, 3:38 to play, leads Michigan Tech 38-21. And was Northern Michigan falling to Northern State earlier today as we try to pull up the live stats from that one. As GLIAC page tries to refresh, for whatever reason, not getting the Northern Michigan score right now. We'll see if we can get that, and the Grand Valley State score as well here is first the kickoff, and Sean Stevens just going to take a knee back near the goal line here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I got the fair catch out there here as Rob's trying to update, and I'm trying to update here. It looks like Grand Valley up 38-0 on Davenport right now.
And Northern Michigan trails Northern State in non-league action, 44-13, the score in that contest right now. So it's been a tough year for the Wildcats. About to go winless here at 0-11 under our first-year head coach and Shane Richardson. Tyrone Wheatley going to finish the season probably with 3 wins here for Wayne State, barring something big happening here in the final 11 and a half minutes.
Look out. That's Zach Ahern, I believe.
Bulldogs running off the left side. I think you are correct as he gets it out to the 35. So the Rockford product here taking the snap here at quarterback for Ferris State.
Yeah. It's what an interesting progression. Came in as a quarterback and danced around a little bit on offense, went to defense, has contributed in special teams, and now he's come full circle back to quarterback.
Of course, playing here almost a Wildcat-type look here for the Bulldogs as they give it off on the sweep here to the near side. Now trying to turn upfield here is Housey to the 40. And now they're going to say he stayed in bounds here on the sweep to the near side. Actually, it was Vinton, Jalen Vinton, a freshman there on the carry.
I think the Bulldogs are going to argue that one too much here. They want to see that clock continue to move as much as anybody.
So short carry there. Jalen Vinton, I believe, wearing number 19 here today for Ferris State. Bulldogs have had a few different freshmen wearing that number here over the course of the year. So Ahern will stay out there here for the Bulldogs. They've got a couple other quarterbacks, both freshmen that were dressed here today, Demir Ashrew and LaShawn Mumpfield. This time it'll be Ahern again spinning forward, and this might be an opportunity for him to show what he can do in terms of carrying the offense.
Yeah, I think he's got to be loving this one because I think people are going to get a glimpse of what this guy can do. It's just going to be a matter of him and the Bulldogs just finding a comfort position for him. And, Malik Mitchell's going to be moving along after this year, and so there's going to be an opportunity for somebody to step in with the way the Bulldogs typically use multiple quarterbacks. Of
course, future looks bright with Golker coming back and Trinidad Chambliss. Both have really got some great experience this season for the Bulldogs. So out of the gun here on 3rd and 3, it'll be Ahern with trips to the left side of the formation. He runs the sweep to the near side, running hard with the football. He's got the first down, and out of bounds near midfield here as Zach Ahern picks up the first down here for Ferris State.
Yeah, I think you love about Zach is that he is fast. He is laterally very quick, and he is a very physical player.
So the Bulldogs pick up the first down and move forward here with 9:23 to play here in the ballgame, trying to run some clock here with a 56-16 lead here over Wayne State University. So the Bulldogs get it here. Ahern in the gun, trips left, right up the middle here for the Bulldogs. And spinning forward here and very close to a first down to the 41-yard line of Wayne State.
Boy, nice job there by Ahern, just keeping that engine running. And he is a tough guy to bring down.
So Ahern picks up the first down the first time. This time a yard or two short here. This will set up 2nd and short coming up here for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 2 yards to go.
So Ferris State lines up here off the right side hash. Trips to the left side of the formation here for Ferris State as the Bulldogs line back up. Ahern will send a man in motion here for the Bulldogs. Zach off the left side, finds the hole, finds the first down, stays on his feet, tripped up inside the 20, all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Boy, Zach was sniffing that end zone right there as he exploded through. Shoestring tackle to bring him down short of the end zone. Boy, he had a head of steam coming through there.
So Ahern picks up the first down to the 16. The Bulldogs back in the red zone here with 8 minutes to go. Ahern showing what he could do at the controls here of this Ferris State offense in terms of the running game.
Well, he is explosive and strong. Not a guy you're going to arm tackle too many times.
Of course, was a quarterback in high school. Don't be fooled if he looks to throw right here for the Bulldogs. Ferris State probably content to keep it on the ground right here, but we'll see if they let him try to throw the football. 7:45 to play here is Ahern. Going to give it off on the sweep to the right side. A lot of real estate here. Touchdown for James Kobe and the Bulldogs.
Boy, Bulldogs depth paying off right here. Another big touchdown as Kobe able to get into the end zone right there off the give. And you get Zach Ahern pounding you, going up the middle there with the running game. And then all of a sudden you come with a little run outside, and James Kobe able to get into the end zone. Pretty much untouched right there. Good blocking on the edge, and James able to get into the end zone. Little sidestep right there near the goal line, and he is in.
TJ Railing coming out, the long snapper here for Ferris State as the Bulldogs line up for the point after with a 62-16 lead. Drive engineered there by Zach Ahern, the Rockford sophomore for Ferris State, actually a redshirt freshman in terms of eligibility. Kick is on the way. It's up and good as Middleton splits the uprights again. Here to make it 63-16. Another impressive home win here for the Bulldogs. They've had some big home wins here this season. Look back to Northern Michigan, American International, and this one here today in terms of the scoring margin.
Yeah, Bulldogs definitely wanted to make a statement here, and they really wanted to get they wanted to continue to build and strengthen momentum here as they head toward what now looks pretty solidly like the playoffs here for the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs have earned their way into the playoffs, we believe, and this is an opportunity to go in with momentum.
7th place, 75 yards, led by Zach Ahern, as the Bulldogs get the 16-yard touchdown run from James Kobe in a 3-minute and 50-second drive to push the advantage here to 63-16 against the Warriors.
Just a great effort here offensively by the Bulldogs. They have been pretty sharp offensively, pretty dominant offensively, particularly up front with the running game. All quarterbacks that have been in here have really been able to run the ball pretty effectively.
So the Bulldogs will get set to kick it away here as the Bulldogs line up here on special teams, as I think it's Levi Tuinstra to kick it away again here for Ferris State. This one going to be fielded short. One of the upmen kind of bobbled it, now just falls on top of it here for the Warriors at the 27. Not sure I heard a whistle or not, but nonetheless, it'll be Warrior football here back in its own end.
Yeah, I think he just dropped down on the ball and just said, you know what, let's just be content to just let it stay right there, and we'll start 1st and 10.
So Ferris State will send out the defense. 7:36 remaining here as the Bulldogs wrap up the home portion of their schedule here in the regular season. And we'll wait and see what happens here around the country the rest of the day. Of course, we mentioned Indianapolis winning. Big matchup down in Arkansas, the Battle of the Ravine, which will have some playoff implications. Late pitch here to Warren, and out of bounds after about a 1 or 2 yard gain. Central Missouri was a decided winner earlier on. Pittsburgh State with a big game today against Central Oklahoma. If top 4 seeds kind of hold up, you'd expect the Bulldogs to be on the run, but if they finish technically 8th or 9th in the region as the only team from their conference would get in, and they're leading Southwest Baptist now a final score 41-3. But question is, with some of the other games going on, will they have enough to move into the 7th spot on their own? If that happens, they could be seated anywhere from 5, 6, or 7, so it may change what happens in terms of the matchup here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's that earned access is going to be a big thing right now to sort through, and that's kind of another added, I don't know if you want to say headache for the committee to figure out, but it's certainly something that's going to factor in. But Indianapolis with a pretty impressive win here today to make a late case for themselves.
Wayne State here out to the 44-yard line here after the first down pickup. It'll be 1st and 10. Just over 6 minutes remaining here for the Warriors in their season here this afternoon. Of course, after this one's all said and done, they start kind of building towards next season with Tyrone Wheatley entering his 2nd season at the helm here. Nice job by Sterling of staying on his feet, fighting for extra yardage here as he picks up a few.
Yeah, we mentioned the Battle of the Ravine right now. That's Henderson State with a 14-13 lead over Ouachita Baptist, their across-the-street rival in the GLIAC conference. And so that's at halftime. So Henderson State beating Ouachita could shake things up kind of on the bottom half of that playoff field in the Super Region 3.
Of course, Missouri Western, a team that might be trying to get in here, and that might help their cause. Otherwise, might needed some help from Indianapolis falling today. A flag thrown here as Waddell picks up the first down into Bulldog territory. This one could be coming back, though, here for the Warriors. So a lot of waiting here for Ferris State. The Bulldogs. Score against Missouri Southern in the first quarter as you pulled up that one. But you get through a game like this, and if you're the Bulldogs, a chance for these guys really to kind of rest up tonight into tomorrow as they would typically have the Sunday off day, and with the exception of some meetings and some lifting, the off day truly on Monday here for the Bulldogs. But get a chance really to think about it until tomorrow night when you know the opponent. If you're the coaching staff, they might be scrambling all night long to try to find out who they're going to play.
The coaches are not getting any rest tonight, but the starters are getting some rest right now. So we've been able to utilize a lot of bodies to kind of rest some of those guys and try to limit the wear and tear on those legs as you get so deep into the season. Here's a deep ball here. Nice grab.
Able to hook up in Bulldog territory down to the 40-yard line. Catch made by Deion Brown, who's made a couple nice plays here for the Warriors this afternoon. As he gets it to the Ferris State 41 here with 4:40 to play. The Warriors, give them credit, they haven't went away here despite the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Yeah, you can see some of those starters for the Bulldog defense down there trying to root these guys on. See Ian Hall down there like a coach getting an early start on his coaching career right there if he chooses to go in that direction. Oh, fumble.
Fumble on the play, and Warren dives back on top of it near midfield. This is going to be a big loss here of about 9 yards to the 50. Here with the clock continuing to run, just over 4 minutes remaining. They do have 3 timeouts for the Warriors.
Bulldogs warming up some more quarterbacks down here.
So we'll see if Ferris State gets the ball back or not. As the Bulldogs have a couple guys down there on the sideline warming up. Not sure who the next quarterback is here for Ferris State. So we'll have to wait and see how it plays out here for the Bulldogs. Looks like Demir Ashrew, number 10 down there here warming up for Ferris State. Waddell right now thinking some points here for the Warriors.
Oh, great hustle.
Tripped up on the sideline here on the near side. That'll keep the clock moving as the stop is made here for Ferris State on the sideline by, I believe, Christian Kramer, freshman linebacker for Ferris State.
Rob, that speed. He just rushed all the way to the edge against a mobile quarterback that's been hurting us. But a great job. Look at that speed to get to the play right there, and then nice low tackle right there getting the legs.
So 3rd down and 17 here for the Warriors, 3:15 to play. We'll have the Preferred Office Machines post-game show when this one's all said and done from right here at Top Taggart Field on Sunny 97.3 and online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. Of course, we'll end our broadcast coverage shortly after the contest here on Flow Sports as the crew gets ready for Ferris State hockey tonight. Waddell back to throw, rolls out near side, pointing downfield, being chased by the Bulldogs. Back the other way, Brett Fillion in pursuit. Waddell all the way back to his own 35, high throw, and that one going to be ruled a catch on the sideline at the 38-yard line. So they got a little bit of yardage out of it here, but not enough for a first down just yet.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and very long, not field goal range, even for a great kicker. So, but what it does is it puts them in a better 4th down position if they choose to go for it here.
It looks like they're going to take time out with 2:33 to play. They do have 3 timeouts on the board. I thought they lost the one on the challenge here in the second half. Think back whether that was in the first half or the second half. In any case, it was in the second half of play on the fumble. So should have 2 timeouts remaining, 1 now, but we'll wait and see here. 2:33 to play. Ferris State leads it 63-16. Here is this one all but said and done here today as we just wait for the final score here. Good work by Ferris State on the sidelines, the sports medicine crew, the equipment crew, done some great work all season long here with the Bulldogs.
Yes, they have. And keeping a lot of these guys healthy and making sure that their equipment is on point. So it takes a lot. It takes a village to make a team successful. And so many people contributing behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, to the side of the scenes, diagonal of the scenes to make it all possible here today. And I stand corrected because they are going to attempt a very long field goal.
It looks like this one's going to be a 55-yard try here for Milanovsky here for Wayne State. We'll see if he can convert right here as the Bulldogs trying to get the right personnel out there here on this field goal block unit as he'll line up here. Ball going to be snapped and spotted right at the 45, making this a 55-yard try here into the north end. He's got the leg to do it. We'll wait and see here with 2:39 to go whether he can make this one or not. He's got the distance, I believe. It's on the way.
I think he missed it.
Just missed it to the right.
Wow. That was – everybody is just kind of like – everybody in the booth next to us is like –
Tyrone Wheatley has some confidence in his kicker, I believe, listed as just a junior. So a guy that has a lot of experience already is going to be a big-time returner for him next year if he comes back.
He's got a lot of leg, too. I mean, he has got a big leg and pretty accurate, too. That one, when you're trying to kick it from so far out, you're really trying to get that distance first and make sure because you got a low kick to try to get it deep, and you want to make sure it doesn't get blocked as well.
Of course, he's a junior out of Saugatuck here, making his return back to West Michigan. Demir Ashrew, I believe, at quarterback here for Ferris State. Bulldogs will keep it on the ground to Jordan Rush, and he gets some rushing yardage moving forward here to about the 44-yard line here for the Bulldogs.
So Bulldogs got some young guys out here, and they're going to move a little bit quick to try to get some of these young guys some experience here. And so, again, Bulldogs probably grateful to be playing at home in this game and a chance to rotate so many guys in.
Of course, the Bulldogs go on the road here in the playoffs. If they do, we'll end up with a shortened roster here under some playoff restrictions, either home or away. That'll take place during the playoffs, whether it's a home game or not. Here is Rush thrown forward here for a yard or two. So really the last opportunity a lot of these guys are going to have to play here this season for the Bulldogs.
Yep, so you know that this is meaningful for them and certainly not lost on the coaching staff.
Down to 1:40 to play and counting here at Top Taggart Field this afternoon. Ferris State football coverage right here on Sunny 97.3 and Flow Sports. Rob Bentley, Sandy Colston with you. Great work by our Ferris State television and digital media production crew here today, helping make this broadcast possible as the Bulldogs will line up. Asher at quarterback, no hurry here. Bulldogs another snap or two here before this one's all said and done as they run the sweep here to the near side. Trying to turn up field here on the sweep to the side. Looks like that was Venton again, the freshman wideout here on the carry back to the right. And with fourth down coming up, Wayne State, they're not going away. They're taking time out here with 1:04 left. They want the ball back, another opportunity.
They want another opportunity here, so they're definitely not throwing in the towel. Coach Wheatley right now trying to see if he can get something else going. He is coaching his team right down to the last play, Rob, and this is a message to his team that I'm going to continue to compete right down to the end, even down 63-16.
Ferris State and Wayne State wrapping up the regular season as the Bulldogs will get ready for the NCAA Division II playoffs coming up next week. Ferris State going to make its 9th consecutive Division II football playoff appearance, and of course have to wait and see who the opponent's going to be. We talked about it with our friend Huge, Bill Simonson, during the tailgate show, but Bulldogs are going to be minus Coach Anise next week, at least in terms of the game itself. He'll be involved in the preparation, I know, and we'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, who the opponent is, and obviously get through round one and then kind of refocus to whoever the next opponent is going to be. It's going to be a one game at a time mentality.
Yep, you just got to, that's all you can do. You just take it one game at a time and just stay focused and do the things that you need to do. And this is a team with a veteran coaching staff. This is a team with some veterans that have been here on the field and playing. And so, you know, they know what you have to do in the playoffs to be successful. And so even without Coach Anise, they're gonna be a team that's going to still have a lot of confidence.
Fourth down coming up, 1:04 to go in the ball game here, and I'm tracking our participation as I usually do, and finally get a mark Ethan Sasson out there, I think, here for Ferris State, as I believe he's one of the two punters back there here for the Bulldogs along with Mitch Middleton. So the Bulldogs, I don't think, have punted here in this football game this afternoon so far. So two punters back there here as the Bulldogs a motion out. And I think it is going to be Sasson here for Ferris State. Off the left foot here and a good kick. This one's going to end up here back in Wayne State territory. Warren on the return, though, avoids a couple tackles here, breaks it to the outside, uses the stiff arm, and then ran into the sideline here at the 30-yard line.
Nice job on the return right there. A little bit of talking right there on the sideline here. As we're about under a minute now before this game is a wrap.
Back out will come the Ferris State defense here, looking to close it out this afternoon with 58 seconds to go. Wayne State trailing 63-16 with the football. And the Warriors will start here at the 30-yard line. Bulldogs and the Warriors here. GLIAC football action this afternoon at Top Taggart Field, wrapping up the home portion of the schedule in terms of regular season play. Wrapping up the entire regular season schedule here for the Bulldogs this afternoon. Waddell stays on. We'll give it off on the carry, and Sterling made the first man miss. Caught from behind by the second man, though, after about a 4 or 5 yard gain. As the Warriors, I'm not sure how many timeouts they have, but I think they might have just called another one. So it looks like one on the scoreboard here with 50 seconds to go, and they're going to use their last timeout as well.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering how many timeouts they had left right here. That was a nice run there. A little bit of a nice run on the cutback. The Bulldogs with a good job right there of staying disciplined and able to get a piece of them from behind there with the shoestring tackle from behind and a little help from friends.
So Ferris State and Wayne State here 50 seconds away from this one being all said and done. The Bulldogs lead it 63-16. Coming up, we'll have the Preferred Office Machines post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Anise and a couple Bulldog players from up here on the third floor of the Wheeler Pavilion here inside the press box this afternoon, talking about closing out the regular season and what's ahead here for the Bulldogs. We'll wrap up the numbers. Of course, check the scores one final time here before we wrap it all up here this afternoon. Ferris State volleyball in action 1 hour away or so from match time against Northern Michigan at 5 o'clock. Going to be Bulldog hockey tonight at 7 against Minnesota State at the Ava Glavin Ice Arena. Waddell sends a couple men in motion, runs the option to the far side, and
Nice.
chased down from behind. Nice play there made in the backfield for Ferris State. I believe that's Chris Reinhold, the Cadillac linebacker, coming in to make the stop. Flag on the opposite side, an injured Warrior here on the near side with 43 seconds to go.
So they're trying to, Wayne State trying to let their training staff know that got an injured player here on the sideline. They were probably screened off there a little bit, but we do have a flag, as Rob mentioned, on the far side of the field, as the referee, umpire, and most of the officiating crew over there trying to sift through the details of this penalty.
So they will take a look at the injured Warrior player. So a couple snaps away. Ferris State had the football. We'd be talking about going to victory formation, but unfortunately Wayne State has the football. The Warriors here doing all they can to keep their season going. Grand Valley State has defeated Davenport, final score 38-0 at Lubber Stadium today. So the Lakers claim the GLIAC regular season and probably wrap up one of the top 2 seeds in Super Region 3.
They're certainly going to have an argument for that top overall seed with a strong win over Davenport, dominating win over Davenport here to close the regular season. I'm trying to look for the Harding score right now. Harding up 14-0 on Arkansas Tech in the second quarter.
Harding trying to go unbeaten. Kind of hard to argue either way. The Lakers have had a tough schedule. The one loss coming to Colorado Mines, beat the Bulldogs in a game at Lubber Stadium. But Harding, you go undefeated in a tough conference. They played 11 conference games, but to do that is always a difficult task.
There's no question. And, you know, a couple of really tough opponents there for sure in that in their conference here, as the Bulldogs trying to get some pressure here to get the screen.
They set it up for Sterling here up the middle, turning back outside here. They got a nice play here as he takes off for the sideline and ran out of bounds down inside the 35. Gets out of bounds here for a first down with 28 seconds to go at the 33.
And again, Wheatley trying to send a message to his team right now that we play all the way to the end. 28 seconds to go, down 63-16. But Coach Wheatley saying we're going to play right to the very end.
So Waddell will line back up here up the right side hash from the 33. 28 seconds to go in the ball game. 63-16 our score here as he has Sterling behind him. And they'll give it off to the big back here, and he's wrestled down quickly at the 31. So Wayne State's going to have to hurry now. No timeouts remaining. Down inside of 20 seconds left. Maybe time for a snap or two here for the Warriors.
They're trying to get that ball to the umpire, spotted quickly.
Sterling lines back up right side. Here is Waddell. Takes the low snap, spikes the ball. Here with 9 seconds left, they might be thinking field goal again, it looks like, here with 9 seconds to go.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get some points here. And tell you one thing, I would probably take a shot at the end zone, but he's going to go for this field goal right here. He likes his kicker, and he's going to give his kicker another crack at it here.
This one a little bit shorter here. So
a very little bit.
It'll be about a 48-yard try this time, so about 7 yards shorter than the last opportunity from 55.
So let's see. Certainly we know it's in his range. It's going to be a matter of accuracy here.
Third down here. They're kicking with 9 seconds to go in the ball game. He's got the distance this time.
Wow, he smashed that ball.
That went up and good as that cuts it to 63-19. A nice kick here. Flag thrown at the end of the play. We'll wait and see what that outcome is going to be as well. We still have 3 seconds to go. This one not over just yet. Here it looks like penalty was declined. They'll count the 3 points here. So
it's like the game that's never going to end.
Long second half of action here, especially the final 10 minutes or so. Kick is up and good. That makes it 63-19, so not going to do much in terms of the outcome. Might make the Warriors have a little more momentum going into the offseason here with the late score.
Yeah, I think that's, again, we talked about it a few times. Tyrone Wheatley's got to send his returners and the people that are on their recruiting board right now. This is a message to them that we don't quit. And so I think it's a good message. You know, he kept his team fighting. He kept his team playing hard. And even down by huge numbers, he kept them fighting and scratching and clawing.
Ferris State, of course, closing out this one here today. And hopefully the Bulldogs have done their part not only to get the win and really build some momentum going into postseason play, but hopefully stayed relatively injury-free. You never know until it's kind of all said and done. But the Bulldogs have kind of fought to get some of those guys back on the defensive side of the football. They've been able to do that here in the last couple weeks, and we hope they're as healthy as they're going to be going into the playoffs.
Exactly, and that's what you hope for. And the fact that they were able to rest a lot of those guys for a pretty significant chunk of this game. That's a good thing as well.
So Ferris State will get the return here unless the Warriors go with the onside kick try. Just 3 seconds left to go here, with Ferris State in front 63-19 here in the regular season finale at Top Taggart Field. And this one's going to be pooched short here, fielded by Zach Ahern here for Ferris State. And he's not thinking he's going down. He gets it back to midfield. And that'll do it here as Ferris State closes out the regular season, a 63-19 winner here today in the home finale on Senior Day over the Wayne State Warriors.
Yeah, strong performance by the Bulldogs. They had to come out and take care of business, and boy, did they do that. Good win for the Bulldogs, nearly unstoppable most of the game offensively, and got it done at the end defensively.
Ferris State solidifying an NCAA Division II football playoff appearance for the 9th consecutive year as the cannon goes off. Longest active playoff streak, we believe, in the country once the official announcement is made tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at NCAA.com. Again, stay tuned to FerrisStateBulldogs.com and on social media for updates tomorrow night as the Bulldogs gear up for the Division II playoffs and going to be heading to the playoffs and postseason play with some momentum here after the last couple ball games.
That's the way you want to go into the playoffs. You want to go into the playoffs playing really well. You want to go into the playoffs with a lot of confidence, and the Bulldogs are checking a lot of those boxes right now.
Ferris State improves to 8-2 overall with the victory here this afternoon. Wayne State will close the year with a 3-8 overall record under head coach Tyrone Wheatley. Hard-fought battle here today between the Bulldogs and the Warriors, but Ferris State prevails too much in the end. With a big second half, Ferris State wins it 63-19, our final score here at Top Taggart Field as the cannon continues to go off. Again, thanks go out to Ferris State Television for providing our footage here on Flow Sports. Big thanks as well to Sunday 97.3 and the coverage on the Bulldog Sports Network online at FerrisStateBulldogs.com. That'll wrap up our Flow Sports coverage here as the Bulldogs will gather with head coach Tony Annese one final time and gear up for the postseason play coming up next Saturday. Site and opponent to be announced, so stay tuned for more information. That'll do it for Flow Sports coverage. We'll be back with the Preferred Office Machines postgame show in 2 minutes right here on Sunny 97.3.